You want to know about us? Seems like everyone does these days. It's simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people. And it's only getting worse. So, we decided to do something about it. Let's go.
Mary jeans, designer socks too. I got the swag too. It's a haiku. I'm something like you. My drink and drive too. Work 9 to 5s when I was in high school. These shoes here don't come out till June. This my pick. I'll crop you. Married to the game. Said my I do's. Got a window seat like Erykah Badu. Got it, then you can't flaunt it. Pull up Lamborghini and flaunt it. Pull up Lamborghini.
Hi everyone, I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm delighted to be here today to introduce what's next for PlayStation 5. We're now into the third year of the life cycle of PS5, and we've been fortunate to have so many fan-favorite titles released on the platform. What's even more exciting is that developers are just scratching the surface of what's possible with the gaming experiences that they create. Today, you'll get a glimpse into some of the most breathtaking and imaginative content that will be coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. And now, what you've all been waiting for. Enjoy the show.
Super Earth. Our home. Our way of life. But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. And you could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers. Experience true.
What is going on, folks? Sorry for this whole thing, like straight messing up. I don't understand it.
To travel the galaxy.
So give me a minute. I'll probably be on video, but yeah.
And secure the resources we need to build a better tomorrow. The freedom to encounter fascinating life forms and introduce them to our sophisticated technology. The freedom to make new friends and represent the best of what Super Earth has to offer. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force and work together to spread prosperity, liberty, and democracy. Become part of something larger than yourself. Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver. Becoming a Helldiver may result in decapitation or mortification. Not all Helldivers survive.
Sir, it's the hand.
But do not engage.
Maybe engage a little.
Nightblades have established a stronghold. And Kirkin seems to think you might not get me killed. Jury's still out on that one.
Oh, shit! Oh, boy.
The last immortal.
Rashanians haven't had enough yet.
We haven't given them enough yet.
Your men killed my family. Don't turn your back on me!
What's your plan? knowing you have only 66 days to live. Just run away. It won't make any difference at the end of the day. You know better than anyone else. That no one could escape.
Everyone wears a mask. You too. This is a real face.
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
Yo, Chris, you in here?
Yep, I'm in. Much better. Yeah.
Sorted to see.
But all right, PlayStation Experience. Obviously, it's been 15 minutes in, so a lot of interesting games so far.
A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined.
Think of the world we could build if we believed in ourselves. If we truly believed in what it means to be sentient.
All right, can you hear me now?
To face the universe without fear or delusion.
All right.
Imagine vast cities full of life and light. Great towers rising towards the
We're
sky.
gonna really be hitting graphical.
So much would be
We're gonna probably end
possible.
up hitting like Pokemon Gold levels of graphics, where it's just
we
like
believe.
real life. I can touch this shit.
If we still had
Not hearing you, bro.
faith.
Can you hear me?
Carlos principle. Interesting.
Can you hear me now?
Nope. I knew it from the creators of Greed. Now you're muted.
All right, am I good?
Say something?
No, I didn't say anything.
I cannot hear you, Chris.
Fucking damn mic. What the fuck? Stupid ass thing is sitting in the mic. What the hell? All right, anything? Testing. Can you hear me?
No, still can't hear you.
Anything now? Nothing? Nada? Zilch? What the fuck is going on here?
Never.
Hear me now?
That's kind of cute. Very nice.
Okay, it's a showtime!
All right, anything?
I hear you.
All right, so what is this?
You know, when I saw the Square Enix in this video, I was like, Bouncer 2024, let's go!
That bullshit ass game, I swear, man. That was 2 hours of my time that I wanted back.
The soundtrack was good.
It's like Splatoon, Square Enix style.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. Splatoon, Square Enix. I was thinking Armed or what's the other game? Not Quake. Not Borderlands. What's the other game? The one with Tracer.
Ah. Yeah.
At first I was gonna say, is this Overwatch? But no, this is way too colorful, way too stunty. I mean, look at this. Bro, this is
Hold up, might want to turn the video volume down just a little bit.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Ah, there it is.
Ready for the foam star party?
Foam stars. Ooh. Oh man.
Somebody give me a code. I'll probably play it.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Welcome to the land of Mojo. Here we find Jot, the lucky squire, and his friends, Violet, Thrash,
I'm digging the art style on this.
Our heroes protect the land from the villainous sorcerer, Hundrum. They adventure to the edges of their realm and
Like a
even
Zelda,
beyond.
except it's outside your world.
There, Jock finds a whole new world to explore, with danger, surprises, and attractively furnished accommodation.
Castle Crashers.
Our heroes must
Yeah, you know what it
Hundrum
is too.
across the two realms
I don't
if
know
they
if
are
you
to
ever
save
played
their
Zelda
beloved
Link
land
Between Two
from
Worlds.
his diabolical designs.
Kind of like that.
Well, this is dope.
Off the page
I'm
and
really digging the
into
art style.
adventure.
The Plucky Square. You know what I like?
Squire.
That a lot of these titles are all stuff that's releasing this year.
Yeah, that's the crazy part too. I mean, it is the summer of games, you know, summer showcase. So I mean, you know.
All right, what pseudo Minecraft is this?
Lego Technic.
So we have now reached again the Minecraft. Look at this.
It's like what the fuck is the name of that Fortnite with Minecraft? Fortnite Minecraft.
So have we now reached that point in gaming where we can just combine graphic style?
It's literally Fortnite Minecraft. That's all it is. Looks interesting. I ain't gonna deny that.
I mean, we got realistic water, Minecraft building blocks, and like you said, Fortnite crafting.
That's really is like destroy this, and hey, I can build this.
Teardown. PS5 exclusive.
Oh my god, Teardown. Coming this year.
All right, PlayStation.
All right, PlayStation, what you got?
Not actual gameplay, because why?
I mean, we know some of this stuff isn't actual gameplay when it comes to these high concept. It's like you just see a boot come out of nowhere and just stomp on the ant.
I got a feeling this is some kind of ant game, some kind of bug.
Ant Simulation 2023.
Okay, we got a frog snatched up by a bird. No, this isn't. Are you serious?
What?
Dude, that's the bird. Bro, this better not be Metal Gear. That's the end's bird.
No way. That means Konami actually is doing something.
That was his. We'll see. Bro, that is Snake.
But I mean, what is
This is Metal Gear. It's Metal Gear 3.
How you skipping Metal Gear 3 though?
Don't play with my emotions right now. This is Metal Gear 3. I heard the gunfire. I saw the freaking electrified fence. There he is. It's Snake. Yes. Let's fucking go. Thank you. That's all I need.
Are you redoing this? Are we remaking it from the ground up?
It's a total remake.
Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater.
Oh my god, the legends are true.
I'm searching and
This Delta, which is a 3.
I'm on the PS5.
Oh, how much input? How much input is Kojima in it? Non-existent.
Oh, wait, they got it back.
Master Collection 1, 2, and 3.
Finally, okay, all right, Konami, you actually got that crap squared away, so that now we can get these games back digitally.
But I'm saying it's a Master Collection, so what exactly is it? The same as the collection that was on PS3?
No, remember these games got delisted because they lost the rights to like a lot of the old stock.
But that's what I'm saying. What's going to be the difference with this one compared to the one on the PS3?
I'm telling you.
No, the Master Collection. That's what I'm saying.
The digital games that lost access because they finally got it back. Whether they removed the stock footage or got the rights back.
Okay.
That's why I was saying, they got it back.
See, my thing is, how much of a difference? You know what? I'll wait.
Metal Gear Solid 3 with the Fox movie, which is what we've been asking for decades.
Who has the biggest?
Like another one. Not artistic, but hey, we're going on an adventure.
Not Legend of Zelda. It's like, all right, not Legend of Zelda.
Shadows of the Colossus in the Sky.
Yeah. I keep forgetting Final Fantasy 16 is dropping soon.
These people live with a knife to their throat.
You have to believe us. We'd help you
Final
if we could.
Fantasy 12 remake.
You're helping us already.
Prince of Persia.
Never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you?
I'm gonna say
16?
That would not be square.
Now.
It's Square Enix, so is it 16? Yeah, 16.
It is we who suffer.
Yeah, 16.
I would love to see a Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how 16 is going to play. Hopefully, they put a demo out.
You'd better hope so.
Crystals take more than they give.
You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
To hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. Are you with me? You will pay for what you've done.
Why aren't you dead?
No.
You are but branded.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
I was forced to kill. You do it by choice.
They don't believe in me. They believe in the powers that dominant.
You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
Never led astray by your blind resolve. And thus is the light of hope severed. We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Ooh, summon Ifrit, let's go!
Who are we? What are the
Odin.
dominants?
Yep.
We are
Odin.
the mighty Magnus.
And that would be...
Enough
Fuck,
of
I don't know
this.
who that one is.
I use my talents to my advantage. You would tell me there is shame in
It's like
that?
Pokemon with fucking summons.
You can control the summon?
I would be the king
I
of
guess
the world.
apparently.
Darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself.
Hamu,
I don't want to be a monster.
Shiva.
I have to stop him.
It's like Pokemon where you collect summons from people that you
I made a
beat or some
promise
shit.
to my friends, and it is they who will give me the strength to end your
It's very confusing a little bit in terms of like
It is not. We fight. We survive.
the legacy of the Pistos.
We don't need a reason.
I need some FF7 remake news, to be honest with you.
I'm just saying, where's the guy? Who's gonna be the person that's gonna run in with the Knights of the Round summon?
Probably the lead bad guy. I have a surprise, Knights of Round. It's like, fuck.
That's like
Auto lose.
That's 2 minutes with the summon.
It's like every time we see this, it's further emphasizing why E3 is non-existent.
Very much so.
I'm trapped here.
in this nightmare. I write to escape. Every word is a step forward.
Alan Wake.
Alan Wake.
Into darkness.
A sequel or remake?
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
So you knew Al Victim?
Only the rumors. He was chasing a writer.
Someone knew they were here. Was playing a game with them.
The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead.
FBI agent, not Resident Evil. I might add.
There's something.
Oh, shit.
I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right!
That is nasty.
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
Alan Wake. Alan Wake 2, finally. Right around Halloween this year.
About time we got a sequel.
Yeah, they've been sitting on Alan Wake 2 for how many years now?
2 man.
Uh-oh, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Welcome, Hidden One. You have died and been reborn.
More Assassin's Creed shenanigans. We're back in the Middle East again?
We need to find a way to get you inside without being seen. You could bribe the guards to look the other way. I shall see what flavor best suits me.
Embrace the fear. Quiet it. Find the stillness. And let's go.
Will this get me back into Assassin's Creed? Don't know. Or do I continue my streak of not playing in Assassin's Creed since Black Flag?
The stage is yours, Basim. We will be watching.
Just at a point where it's like, yo, bring back Siphon Filter.
Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Indie games.
Another artistic. Living in Chill. Interesting.
Side Games presents. Skies of Arcadia. In a sense. Maybe it is Skies of Arcadia. Oh, that's good.
It's an RPG.
Action RPG, that's where we're at right now.
Nightfall.
Away!
Let's heat it up.
It's time.
Get him, guys. Our back.
Bring sight freedom!
Tempest Blade. Ice Tissue.
Seize the dead! Showtime! Gale Burst!
Oh, Grand Blue.
Oh, they're actually going through with the actual game. So Grand Blue Fantasy, the fighting game, was based off of.
Yeah, the actual Grand Blue.
Okay. All right, Street Fighter, what you got now? That we already don't know. Because I mean, this feels like a premiere thing situation.
Journey for true strength. I've also met my share of enemies, opponents I had to overcome. My journey knows no end. I will continue to do what I have always done.
When you said you were seeking strength, despite having no real need to do so, honestly,
the story mode for Street Fighter 6.
Masters, you were set up.
Okay, so the story mode.
I'm not nearly strong enough to chase after a monster like that.
It's probably worth looking into this nice shawl business.
That power seemed to be the Satsui no Hado. Was it simply a trick of the senses?
Bison, he attempted to set the world under his heel through violence. A veritable madman.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
Street Fighter 6.
It's gonna be pre-order now and receive bonus content. I mean, that was already getting bought anyway.
Side scroller. Metroidvania.
Yay! I mean, nothing wrong with some Metrovania. You know? Hey, is Symphony of the Night on the Switch?
Symphony of the Night?
Yeah. Should be on the Switch, wouldn't it? No, Castlevania, that was PlayStation. Symphony of the Night was PlayStation. Damn.
No, but there is a Castlevania collection.
Okay. I didn't know if Symphony of the Night was part of it.
Okay, now it needs to come to Steam.
I thought it was already on Steam.
Nope.
Damn. There really is like so many games coming out this year. It's just like, how do you have the time? Which, I mean, hey, those are good problems.
Perfect World game.
Perfect.
Never mind. This is the other game that they announced.
bad weeboo game. What is this? Sheesh. I mean, visually it looks good. Tower of Fantasy. Put that on a list. Let's see what we got. What do we got here? Either Monster Hunter again.
Dragon.
Oh. 2.
Finally.
All right then.
And have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisa.
I feel weird. I never played the first one, so I don't know. I might play this one.
Then where might our true Arisen? Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead.
Praise be.
Long live the Sovereign of Vermont!
Medusa?
That is most unfortunate, but it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Not bad.
Welcome back for another week of career fulfillment and minimal social interaction. We know how challenging it can be to find a place where you feel that you truly belong, and to find a job that treats you mostly with respect and only infrequently with contempt. For that reason, we are excited to inform you that you did an adequate enough job the first time around to have you back.
Again?
Also, there were no other applicants. So strap yourself in and get motivated to an appropriate degree. Because you ain't seen nothing yet.
All the Night at Freddy's.
Don't want it. AKA Halloween.
I was gonna say Christmas.
No. Holiday time. Santa Claus and Friday Night at Freddy's. Hooray.
VR stuff.
Huh?
VR stuff. That's what they're about to show us now. Resident Evil 4 in VR.
Is it going to be better than RE4 OG in VR?
How far could he have gone?
Just from the visual perspective.
I would say yes.
Like gameplay and all, that's what I'm like,
The question is, can you zoom scope in VR through walls?
Oh yes. That's a good point. That's a very valid point there, sir.
Or would Capcom ruin that?
Possibly.
know what? Let's go directly in there. Nice.
Okay. Oh, nice. Block with the knife. Shoot with the other gun.
VR mode.
Pretty sure that's going to be a very visceral experience.
So it's just not necessarily a separate game or anything. So you know what that means. You got to go through it glitchless.
Yeah.
Oh, forgive me, Father.
The VR.
For I've sinned. Like, a lot. You see, everything started 2 years ago when I met Fred. And ever since then, it's like I see his face everywhere. And lately, I've started to develop some destructive tendencies. Whoosh! What do we have here? Bro! But what's a bit of harmless fun? Hello, uglies. Blah, 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 blah. And since I met my new best friend, I guess I get a little overprotective. Okay, very overprotective. Woo. I'd love to sit here all day, chew your ear off. I'll be right out, boy. But as you know, time waits for no man. Catch you later, Fred. Who's a good boy? Woo!
Never heard of
Looks like
this.
today's gonna be a scorcher.
That shows you how much I paid attention. I didn't even know they did the first one.
Well, these are all VR games, so that's part of the reason why I didn't pay attention.
Looks interesting. Like Time Crisis, but on crack. Crossfire. 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 Alright, so we're off the VR.
There's more games. Spider-Man 2, Wolverine. Let's go.
I think Wolverine might be at the point where they might have
more VR.
Target is Colonel Peter.
I mean, Wolverine might be at the point where they'll have some more. They'll have actual gameplay.
We
I hope
intercepted
they
comms chatter
preview.
referring to neuro.
I heard Spider-Man 2 is going to have the co-op they
I don't
were
have to
saying that
remind
they were
you
going to
what's at
have.
stake here. We need that.
Which-
It's not going to have it.
Yeah, not going to have it apparently.
It's connected to a mind synchronization device. This is cutting-edge interrogation tech.
It's a bit annoying a little bit because I'm like, how do you promise something like that and then don't make do on it? You know?
Ah, yet another lamb to the slaughter. Well, come on then. Let's see what you're made of.
Death Stranding 2?
Injury.
Oh, never mind.
Impressive. I'll admit, you made a good team on the battlefield.
Inception.
My war, my rules.
I need you to
So,
focus. The clock is ticking. You have to adapt.
This should go off.
Back again? Pathetic. Your heroics mean nothing.
You're getting close. You're approaching the center of the subconscious.
We get to use the. No, wait. I was going to say use the force. No, I'm thinking of control.
Synapse.
July.
4th of July. It's a month from now.
We are.
Month in a couple of weeks.
That's another month. Oh, Beat Saber. They always use Queen in games like this.
I mean, it's like, me and you as veterans of Bimani, it's like it feels like they find different variations of trying to do Bimani in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, this is perfect for VR.
Hey man, you gotta get that Rockstar crowd out.
Yeah, the Queen music pack for Beat Saber.
Pretty sure it's a lot of money to license all that music.
Are we done with VR?
Probably not.
Not actual gameplay. Bungie, huh?
Oh boy. Fucking Tron ass music. Don't.
At first, I was thinking from the helmet that was Ruiner, but it's definitely not Ruiner. What? Come on, man. You want some gameplay? Shoot something. What is this? Ooh, took a shot to the head. Okay. Sniper, of course.
Little art styles, a little bit interesting.
Mara. Third person shooter.
Probably. Basically. I mean, I don't know why I said possibly. Basically. And it's Bungie, so you know, hey. Get what you get.
Either third or first person.
Yeah. All right. So we got
I
here.
don't even know where to begin. You've missed so much.
Destiny. Yeah, Destiny.
We've slain gods.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Vanquished nightmares.
Yeah. It's Destiny.
Fought alongside those who we once fought against.
Yeah.
I wish you could have been there.
You know, because Lance Reddick is gone. He was one of the characters in this, so.
Yeah, me too, kiddo. But hey, I'm here now. Whatever the hell here is.
Destiny 3, Destiny 2, the final shape. Man, they've been really. Destiny 2 has been getting like such just expansions every single time.
Firewalk.
Contract site coming up. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Three gunners, here we go.
'80s synth wave. Yeah, that didn't really tell me shit.
Yeah, that was nothing.
Not a goddamn thing. All right, how are you going to end this showcase? What do you end it off with? Tekken, Final Fantasy, Remake 2?
No, Tekken release date. Gran Turismo
players in the world will compete.
Look, considering it is based off a real life situation that did happen, it could be good.
Yeah, I'll see it when we get the screener.
Gran Turismo.
Based on a true story.
Based on the actual true story. Like, it was a kid that literally did the Gran Turismo World Series and got an opportunity to race, and turned out he was actually a pretty decent racer.
Thank you for joining us today. Before we get into our final game, I have a few announcements to share. At PlayStation, innovation is our passion. And that applies to not just what games you play, but how you play them. Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi. Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch HD screen and all of the buttons and features of the DualSense wireless controller.
Okay.
So you made a PlayStation Stream Deck.
We look forward to sharing more information.
Basically, it's taking what they did with PlayStation 3 with the remote play option on your PSP.
Next generation audio immersion.
I don't know if you ever messed around with that, did you?
Beats
They
by
simultaneously connect to smartphones via Bluetooth.
PlayStation Bud.
New wireless technology will deliver lossless audio.
Yeah,
with
wait for
low
Flossie to do the
you
review on
outstanding
this.
sound quality while you're
You
playing.
gonna wait for the Flossie review?
Look out for more details soon.
Flossie,
we hope today's
come to
showcase
you live. Talk about the PlayStation Buds.
delivering experiences
Holla at
that
Sony, be like,
surprise
hey,
and delight our players.
send over
I
that.
want to thank all of you for your unwavering support for PlayStation.
All right, what's your final game, PlayStation? Predator?
Craven the Hunter.
Nah, not giant and shaman enough.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergei. A fate you will not share.
It is him.
Spider-Man, probably.
Yeah, Craven the Hunter.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying in terms of
I've been in your shadow for hours.
This is definitely Spider-Man.
Since nothing. Pathetic.
because Venom is in it, and maybe Craven gets locked into it.
I asked for an equal. And this is what you find.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
New York. Spider-Man.
Black Cat, Prowler, Spider-Man, other Spider-Man.
Taskmaster. Ha! Ho ho! Ho ho! Ho ho!
The great hunt begins.
So, possible Venom and Craven the Hunter.
No, we're definitely getting
Doug Craven? Hey!
Oh, 6 months later. Let's go. Give us more.
Oh, full trailer.
Sighted in Queens. Closing in now.
Queens, that's probably Spider-Man. It ain't Miles because it ain't Harlem.
Not neat, not quite Negro enough. The
beast could be anywhere.
I don't hear any thumping in the hood.
Nope. Venom Spider-Man.
No idea.
Oh shit.
He's already got the symbiote. Let's go.
Now.
Leave
Connors alone.
Oh, she said Connor, so Lizard?
Yep.
Fuck out of here. Holy shit.
From Metal Gear Rising.
Craven wants a hunt. I'll give him one he'll never forget.
Uh-oh. Peter on fucking steroids.
Never came to New York.
I need him to say, Craven, I will hunt you to the ends of the earth. I need him to overact.
Damn.
Really? Stop! Stop! Friction! Stop it!
Triangulating position. Target located at Harlem Fish Market.
We're going to Harlem. Let's go.
Across the river.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna make
Going
it in
after
time.
Miles.
Switch to Miles.
Switch to Miles.
Miles.
So this is their way of not doing co-play like they said it were.
I'm on
This is
it.
actually pretty interesting.
Sounds like Craven's checking off his.
It's like GTA 5 almost, where you can switch off characters.
Guess we'll chat later.
Hey, that's what something that we all thought they were going to do. Nice.
Genki.
Should
The lizards loose at the fish market.
Must be sushi night.
You still got that hunter drone you hijacked?
We got Superman.
It's really tough finding it for my mom, but yeah, I'll boot
Great
up
shit for that.
Who's to say we flying through rings and shit?
They got here fast.
Going to beat the living shit out this game.
He'll go invisible. He's gonna go invisible.
Or he's done for.
Hey, we'll just take out that vulture pack real quick.
Spread out. If you find the lizard, don't engage alone.
This game was
Look at
so
those fish.
heavily inspired by the Arkham games. I love it.
Man,
Never saw it coming.
they did it right. They did them right too, bro. Especially in Spider-Man game, man. This is exactly what I want.
So, how's the hunt going?
Watch out for his new power!
Hadouken!
Hit him with the hot
Judging by the 3 tons of dead fish. Not well.
Chris, how you liking the DC fan with this big ass smile?
Garage might lead to him.
Oh.
Connors tore through this place.
Oh, they're looking for the lizard.
He's out of control.
So they're gonna have Miles fighting the lizard. You got it. What's up?
Where am I now?
Oh, I hear him.
Probably underneath it.
How'd you find me?
Follow the fish. Drone's picking up lizard's trail.
He's still eating. We can catch him off guard. Genki, get behind me.
Oh, that's his boy home with the drone.
It's just his skin.
Lizard got a little big.
Getting bigger?
Hungrier too. Whoa. Hey, man. New threats?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Yeah. Genki's
Did the sound just go out?
That's weird. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. That was like the sound must have went out. I'm kind of interested in the scene because last we saw in Spider-Man 1, like,
I don't even have a stomach, so.
oh, goodness.
Let's go!
This is actually pretty good. Damn, that's a big ass dinosaur. Holy shit.
Go, go, go! Make him alive!
Is that Hawkeye?
Can't lose Connors. Harry's dying,
I don't think so.
and he's the only one who can help.
We won't. You take the drones, I got the jet skis.
Oh, you probably can switch off.
Yeah, this is like Arkham. We can switch off characters.
This is really, really exciting. Keep it tight, man. Watch
Like
out for
Dean
those
said, I
drones.
wish it was like
Don't
Gotham
worry.
Knights.
They think I'm a friendly.
I wish Gotham Knights had this. Jeez! This is fun. That looks fun as shit.
I gotta say, I love how much Spider-Man, like Spider-Man just flexes on everything.
Like you died twice in all.
baby.
The East River is not a river, but in fact a saltwater tidal flat. Spider-Man is fighting on right now! Everybody down!
Man, you got to save some people.
Help the tour boat! Right, I've got the metal murder bird!
I warned you about going after Connors. Now this is on you. Poison clouds. That all you got?
Almost done here. Civilians are all safe. How you looking?
This gunship won't quit.
I'm right behind you. We'll take it down together.
No time.
Thread the needle.
Dude, how did he get that symbiote suit?
Time to go boom, boys.
Oh, no. Spider-Man has got defenses. Spider-Man, hang on.
Over there! The one with the tendrils! Move!
There's a lizard.
Come on, let's go! He's right behind you! I know! Whoa! Eat faster! Fly faster!
It's definitely a good way to sell your game and have us wondering certain things.
I'll definitely be picking this up on Steam when it drops.
I will laugh my ass off if this is like the beginning of the game and then it's like flashbacks to how to get to this current day type shit.
I would laugh too, especially if this is just the beginning of the game.
Everyone, take cover!
Because it just reminds me of the Rhino shit from the first game.
Trying to take out that gunship! Can't get close enough!
But I can. I'm one of them, remember?
Bro, that's it! Pete! Alley-oop on 3! Punt! 1, 2, 3! Alley! Woo!
That was dope. It's just awesome.
Hey, he got the symbiote from us.
It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I. He's not normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
The whole mystery.
Get some Eddie Brockness.
Ooh.
Fall 2023. All right.
Fall 2023. So
September?
No, 2024 Steam. Not take years
Praise be. It's time.
It's time.
Contract site coming up.
Maybe engage a little.
see what you're made of.
Everything started when I met Fred.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing. Dun, 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 baby.
Blah, 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 blah.
They wouldn't end it with that. That's perfect.
Well, ladies and gents, that's us reacting to this, but this is a good way to kind of go into pressing buttons proper. Like I said, did you stop saving the show on the screen?
Yeah, just a sec.
Boom, 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 boom. But yeah. Welcome to us talking your present buttons. If you didn't watch the live thing of us reacting to this, you can check it out on YouTube. But a couple of highlights from this showcase, man. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Didn't see that coming. Why 3 though? Because wouldn't it make sense to do 1 and then kind of go increments, or is
no? Because it makes sense to start chronologically from 3. Is that your mic?
Yeah, so it was 3, then 5, and 3 Peace Walker 5, and then 1, 2, 4.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely. For you, just from your perspective, you're doing a remake of Snake Eater. What exactly are you adding to it besides just a graphical overhaul?
Besides putting the Fox engine on it and putting back everything that was otherwise removed from the PS3 and 360 HD release of the game.
Are you changing gameplay, or are you just keeping it the same?
I mean, we can put, like I said, you can put in some quality of life changes. You know what? I would imagine them trying to use the system. I would say a similar system to that of 5.
So, but see, that's the thing. You don't want to have. My thing is this: you don't want a situation where. Remember how Twin Snakes adapted all the gameplay, quality of life stuff from 2, and it really broke that game.
Yeah, doing it that way by just copying like the entire gameplay mechanics of 2 into MGS1 definitely broke the game. I'm not saying do that with 3 remake. I'm saying take some of the things that worked with 5 and put it into 3. For example, the whole L2, R2, instead of using those to like slide through the system and interrupt gameplay, use the weapons selection system from MGS5 for 3.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Since they changed the camera from ever since they changed the camera from from the top down to behind not necessarily over the shoulder, but they definitely put it in the 3D, as they called it, the 3D one. That one actually made the game a lot better to follow the camera because you had a better field of vision. So again, using the Fox engine and having this game play similar to 5, but not 100%. It's going to be good. I think that'll be good for it. Kind of like what they did with look what they did with Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, I mean, I think 4 definitely, despite it being like the greatest Resident Evil of all time and stuff, it definitely deserved a lot of quality of life changes, especially on like the movement and how you go about shooting and dealing with enemies and stuff. It definitely made for a better experience and stuff to where you're not frustrated in a sense,
That's honestly my take. It's just take the game, quality of life changes, and go nuts with that Fox engine. Because to me, honestly, it's an engine that's just gone to waste.
Yeah. Obviously, the Spider-Man. I mean, that's going to be a great ass game. I mean, just what they showed us. I mean, look, I wish they showed Wolverine, but obviously, hey, it's
I wanted Wolverine.
it's Naughty Dog, so you kind of have to let
them work. Let them work.
Oh no. No, I'm letting them cook. Don't get it twisted. I'm letting them cook. It's just you wish that we saw more, but it's like, hey, it is what it is. Let them cook. It's Naughty. Well, yeah, it's Naughty Dog, right?
Yeah, Naughty Dog. No, was he Naughty Dog or Insomniac?
Insomniac. Yeah, Insomniac. They've done a good job. They got the Goodwill. We got the Miles Morales. We got the Spider-Man. I'm curious on if anything is going to carry over from this game. It's probably not in terms of saves or anything. I doubt it.
I mean, what could they really carry over from? You talking about carrying over to 2009 Vertigo Studios Wolverine?
No. I'm talking about save game data from the both Spider-Man games onto this new one. Maybe certain things if you have a save data game from this game, you get a surprise or some shit. Where the suits.
Yeah, that will require an actual connection to that game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the reason why they had that whole you could upgrade those games to your PS5 if you wanted to. That's why I assumed that's why they had that option.
I mean, they were doing that with almost every game. Any game that had a PS5 version, you can upgrade it from the PS4 version. Or vice versa.
So, but yeah, that game looks to be good. I mean, what we thought from the very first trailer some years ago that it was like, oh, this is going to be Venom is the big bad, and probably the Goblin and stuff. Now it's like, oh,
not me.
Kraven the Hunter.
I must say, not me. When I heard Kraven talk, I'm like, oh, it's Kraven. Venom speaking and showing up at the end. That was the surprise. I'm like, oh, so we're getting a twofer. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it's going to be a threefer. We might get the Green Goblin. I don't know which version. Could be Norman, could be Harry.
You think we're getting Green or Hobgoblin?
Green. Well, it was Green Goblin, then Hobgoblin, I think. Or it could be vice versa. Could be Green Goblin because either it will be the Harry Osborn version or Norman Osborn, depending on what the state of Norman Osborn is, because we saw at the end of the first Spider-Man game that he had the symbiote inside that tank where his son was in, and it's like, so Peter has the symbiote. So what happened to get to that point?
And remember, it was like a whole 6 months that passed after we see Kraven. So hopefully we're going to get some insight. We get to go back and see how this all unfolded to begin with.
Yeah, because I mean, you remember the first game had that whole months later thing when the whole mercenary group took over the city shit, and I was like, oh, okay, so we're doing this now. So Green Goblin went underground, and we're like, all right, what happened? And then going from there. So it is what it is. Final Fantasy 16 looks good. I'm definitely gonna play that. I still think it has a very Pokemon gotta catch them all thing, because you can actually use these summons.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Very different. I'm still trying to get a read on the gameplay. That's probably the only thing I'm really trying to get an understanding of more than anything else. So there's that. Dragon's Dogma getting a sequel finally after how many years?
Looks good. I'm wondering if they just took all of the stuff that was going to be in that game deep down and made it Dragon's Dogma 2.
I think, look, you ain't the only person that said that. You know that, right?
Oh, I know I'm not. I know there's at least 3 other people in the world that remember deep down.
It's like, oh my!
Still waiting on that game, Capcom. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, Capcom wants you. They're going to neuralize you and be like, yeah, forget about that.
I mean, think about it. We waited almost 15 years to finally get The Last Guardian.
Yeah, in the grand scheme, from all intents and purposes, for some people, they felt it was worth it because it was a really good game. So, hey, good things, I guess, comes to those that wait, I guess,
I mean, we went through almost two console cycles for that game. It was supposed to be on the PS3.
Yeah.
It didn't show up to like midway through PS4, I think.
Yeah, Bungie's given the PlayStation a PvP shooter and marathon. We'll see how that plays. Destiny 2, the game that keeps on giving. I mean, for those folks, I'm pretty sure you guys were hyped for the new expansion. You know, especially with what's his face did, Lance Reddick did. So it's like, damn, you know, what does this mean for that character in the game? And that's gonna be interesting, more so than anything, especially for a lot of the Destiny folks that are into the lore. You know, do you still use the character? Do you just get somebody to voice the character? What happens? You know. So, so this was something that also got announced. Prince of Persia is getting a remake, and it's actually starting development officially.
Even though they didn't show it.
Even though they didn't show it, they put out a report basically saying, "Hey, Prince of Persia remake is actually officially in development." Even though we announced it like years ago, I think it was like 3 years ago they announced it, and everybody was like, "All right, cool," and then we heard nothing.
I'm gonna say 2 years ago they made the announcement, and it's been what, since 2011 since Prince of Persia 3, and then there was
whoa! Did you count the remake though?
No,
not the remake, but the fourth one, I guess.
I was getting to that. I was saying then there was Prince of Persia, but it just didn't. It didn't have the charm of the.
It was too easy from a lot of folks were saying. It felt it was too easy from like the other one. So, you know,
I mean,
that's
Prince of Persia. Honestly, this really was the perfect trilogy. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within, and what was it? Two Towers? Not Two Towers.
I was about to say Two Towers.
Not Two Towers, because hold on, it's been a minute.
I'm sorry. Every time I think of Warrior Within, I remember that stupid ass song. I stand alone. Fucking promotions for that damn game.
No, okay, there was Prince of Persia. No, wait. Sorry, that's the movie. What were there was the 3 games.
It was Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. And because the Prince of Persia Sands of Time, Prince of Persia Warrior Within, and Prince of Persia.
Forgotten Sands was the PS3 game.
Yeah.
And there was Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Yeah, here we go. Prince of Persia Trilogy, which was Two Thrones. Okay, I was
Two Thrones.
I was slightly off. I said Two Towers, Two Thrones.
It's like the Two Towers. What? Yeah, Assassin's Creed. The new one is Mirage. I guess, you know, it's the Middle East Assassin's Creed, which you know, that's cool. Look,
we're gonna be silently killing infidels in the Rubal Hali. Let's go.
Hey, if I'm not killing somebody on a camel, I don't know what we're doing.
How do you do that? You're just gonna leap from a building on an unsuspecting bad guy on a camel.
Alan Wake 2 is happening, which I'm like, damn, that's like years in the making.
Yeah.
So you know, you know,
like Alan Wake 2. So what's next? Evil Within 3.
I mean, that might happen. Look, I would say this: I'm not big on the VR. I'm always down for watching people stream their VR experience. That Resident Evil 4 VR looks pretty fucking good.
It does. I mean, I like what they're doing with it. Will I play it? Probably not.
Yeah, because I mean, it seems like they took the lessons that they learned from the OG RE4 thing, and it's updated graphics and probably updated quality of life in terms of how the game plays. So hey.
Plus, I'm really not trying to play that game. Playing that game in VR and oh damn, we don't have the pictures. I was gonna say play that game in VR because I was gonna throw up the image of the regenerator and say I don't want to play the game in VR and run into this damn thing in VR.
Look, I might download the video of this and edit this and add the images to it or what we're talking about just so people have an understanding of it and stuff. But yeah, look, let me tell you something. I'm laughing that Square Enix said, "Hey kids, you like Splatoon? Here's Square Enix version of it. It's called Foam Stars." And I'm like,
Yeah. Wait,
Sure.
hold up,
Sure.
real quick. Just for everybody in here, you really want to play Resident Evil 4 and see this shit? This all up in your face. I'm just saying.
Why? That's even more nightmare fuel.
I'm just saying.
In your face.
In your face.
Hugging you.
Biting your ass. Teeth everywhere.
Elbow.
I'll be too freaked out to even pull out the knife, man. I can't do it. Now, of course, if the arms reach out and you hit that parry button, yeah, you can slice an arm off and keep it pushing.
Yeah, but why do that? Why do that?
But no. Going back to the foam party, the Square Enix
Foam stars.
Party. Yeah, foam stars. I'm still going to call it the Square Enix foam party because
not associated with Nike foams. Just putting that out there.
No, not even. I can't even say that. This is more like no relation to Splatoon. This is more like grown folks Splatoon. Because it really is. Everybody is like more grown up. They don't look like inklings and nothing like that. It's like, oh, this is people that you would actually see at a phone party at a nightclub.
Yeah. It is what it is and stuff. So really the reason why we're here also on top of this PlayStation experience and stuff is that MK1 trailer dropped and looks promising.
Yeah, remember there was rumors going around that this showcase was going to show the first footage of the game, because if I'm not mistaken, we're 4 months out from the game dropping on my birthday, September 19th,
somewhere around there. Yeah, just about. Yeah,
and we still haven't seen no gameplay footage. So NetherRealm, what's up with that?
Hey, look, Evo, I'm assuming, possibly. Or more. Look, the summer hasn't really kicked off yet, so there's a possibility we might get a Summer of Games thing with Mortal Kombat and get gameplay. So I dug the trailer. Obviously, they're going back to the OG MK1 roots of the roster, except things have flipped. Liu Kang, since he's the god now, coming off of MK11, he's the new Raiden, and what he has is a new group of fighters, one of them being human Raiden, and Kung Lao alongside Scorpion and Sub-Zero in a new origin with
Katana, Melina,
where Scorpion and Sub-Zero may or may not be enemies, and Katana and Melina may or may not be at odds. We don't know.
Outworld isn't a thing. Instead, Katana has, she's ruling Edenia. But I still got to say, now that Shang Tsung shows up, I'm just going to say it because the game said it in the trailer. This whole game is going to be about choices.
Yeah.
That's going to be the whole crux of this game is going to be choices.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely going to be a thing, so to speak. Like I said, look, as somebody that when I played the MK games, it's really just been about playing the MK games for the story, and I might dab a little online, play a little offline, and just have fun with it. I'm curious on the competitive aspect of it when it drops and that's going to be, because like I said, I think they said the big thing with this new MK game is going to be the cameos, obviously with Homelander, Peacemaker, and what's the dude from Invincible?
Omni-Man.
Omni-Man as the guest characters, which should be interesting. But also, I think they said this game is going to have assist characters, essentially.
Yeah, that's what it's called. They're called cameo fighters. So you might see a cameo of, I don't know, Lee May or something, or Cobra, or just insert random character from Mortal Kombat history as just an assist fighter or cameo fighter. Onaga has been confirmed to be in this game.
Yeah, I mean, what?
It's Return of the Dragon King, which so many people have asked for.
Somebody said that that technically, because when it comes to how NetherRealms, test out certain things, the next game basically implements it. And somebody was saying the basis for this game is probably based off of the guest characters from the previous game where you played as, was it Michelangelo, and you had the turtles as assist characters in a way?
You had all 4. You could play as all 4 of them.
But I thought you could do certain moves and the other characters pop out.
Yeah. You can do certain moves and the other characters show up, but ultimately you play as all 4 turtles.
They say that those things could be like the basis for the assist moves, essentially.
Right.
Which I believe it. That makes perfect sense for that kind of stuff. So,
like Aquaman calling his fish, or Harley Quinn calling in her hyenas.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So it's like, because that was the funny thing. It's like those were things that, like, Injustice was based off of everything from MK9, basically, right? Mm-hmm. And then Injustice 2 was based off of stuff from MKX, and MK11 took stuff from Injustice 2, that kind of thing, which that makes sense. Which is why a lot of people thought we were going to get another Injustice. That ain't happening.
No, we're not getting another Injustice.
So, did you know DBZ FighterZ got patched?
Yeah, I know. I heard the patch for it got delayed.
No, it officially came out. So I got the list of the patch notes because it's interesting. So
so tell me, what are the patch notes? What are the patch notes sell? Shout out to Mighty Keith.
So the Z assist, the cooldown time has been reduced. The key gauge, they adjusted the amount of key gauge gain for characters like Hit, Fuse, Zamatsu, Jinaba, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Vegito, Blue Gogeta, and Lab Coat Android 21. For Goku, his Dragon Flash Fist, the heavy one, added invincibility. Kamehameha increased stun time. And increased stun time for his Z assist.
Okay.
Vegeta, his super dash kick, his opponent can bounce in different ways depending on what button, what direction forward that you press. So diagonal forward or down forward. You can now use a special move after the consecutive energy blast. And his intercepted kick has a medium version now.
Oh, finally.
Took how long for that to happen?
I mean, seriously. Like, how many times would you throw that damn thing out there and be completely unsafe?
Yeah. For Piccolo, his Demon Slicer has increased horizontal movement.
Nice.
And his jumping heavy attack has a knockback and increased stun time.
Okay.
Team Gohan increased stun time, and his assist B has increased number of hits in an actual knockback.
Dope.
Frieza's You Might Not Survive this time. His projectile speed changes when pressing the back input, and the move is now canceled when Frieza takes damage. So if you hit Frieza in the middle of that move, it cancels the move outright now. Instead of it still happening, even though you might hit him, which that's interesting in and of itself. Trunks, Masenko, increased stun time. Change the future. It's now possible to perform a special move while the button is held down. Let's see. His Shining Slash, it's increased movement distance, and it's a sped up. The air version of it is sped up. Android 18, the barrier, now possible to use other special moves while barrier is active. That could be interesting. Gotenks, Die Missile Barrage, now possible to use a special move or super dash after hitting the opponent. And it's also possible to vanish after missing the opponent. Okay. Solar Flare for Krillin, added invincibility. Against any jumping attack at the start of the animation. Kamehameha, increased stun time. And the after image, the properties change when the button is held down on the heavy version. And Cell has pretty much the same thing as Goku with the Kamehameha. It's like increased stun time. Captain Ginyu, his energy wave actually has knockback.
Oh, from not his energy shield, but
Powerful energy wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has knockback, and you can use special moves after charging it from its first level. So, Kid-Buu, Kamehameha, increased stun time. Pearl Flash, increased minimum guaranteed damage. Majin Buu, his Now Buu Really Hate You move, added invincibility.
Okay.
So we just gotta make the shit broken. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nappa, his Blazing Storm has increased stun time. Android 16 sped up start attack on his Dynamite Driver, both light and heavy.
He needed that.
Yamcha, standing medium attack added invincibility, and standing heavy attack added invincibility.
Oh man.
Much like Goku and the rest of the Kame House, the Kamehameha has increased stun time. Cool. Let's see. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Big Bang attack, increased damage.
Cool.
Interesting. Adjusted Gamma Ceiling 2. Beerus, God of Destruction Judgment, increased damage, reduced recovery when whiffed. So it's safe after. Goku Black Kamehameha, increased stun time. All right. Android 21, total detonation ball, sped up timing for Super Dash to be performed, reduced recovery. Okay. Broly, his standing light attack 2, the distance of it got increased. Okay. Bardock, his Tyrant Lancer is sped up. Same with the Riot Javelin, and his Rebellion Spear, the light version, got sped up, and the distance for the heavy version of Rebellion Spear got increased. Reduced for base Goku, which is OG Goku. The Kaioken, the recovery got reduced. Same with Kaioken Down follow-up. Cooler, Death Chaser, adjusted move distance for the ground version. Yeah, basically adjusted the speed adjustments for it. Jiren, same thing, sped up for a lot of his attack startups. GT Goku, his jump heavy attack can now be canceled into a jump. Super Broly, reduced recovery, increased stun time on his crouching attacks. Kefka, Super Cannonball can now perform time to test this power out during animation.
Oh, you mean Kefla?
Yeah, Kefla, my bad. Ultra Instinct Goku can now perform Super Dash after hitting opponent. The fuck? Why?
Let's make him even more broken. I got it.
Jesus. Master Roshi, reduce recovery on Thundershock Surprise. Kamehameha can now perform other special moves after hitting the opponent. Interesting. After Image is sped up. Super Baby 2, sped up attacks, increased stun time for Revenge Final Flash, and Lab Code Android 21. Added Key Blast attribute for Savory Slicer, and reduced damage for Appetizing Rush, finally. Excellent Full Course makes it less likely that the opponent's assist characters will behave abnormally under certain conditions. That's it. So, way to make Ultra Instinct Goku even more ridiculous. Appreciate that. But hey, good on all the other characters getting sped up attacks, which I think is great.
It's always been my mentality. Take the characters that weren't good, make them good, and that's it.
Yeah. So Street Fighter 6 is looking to make their story mode. They're trying to more story, more involved. I saw somebody mention that they're trying to go very Karate Kid with it because obviously you're going to probably be using your creative character in the story
that's
mode.
what I said. It's going to be. That's why I said it's your story.
Yeah, so it's your story. It's interesting. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm not interested in doing PvP against people with my created character. That's just not my thing. I know some people probably have fun with that. Just no, I'm good. I just want to face off with other characters. That's not my created character.
I would say, especially since everybody's been running around doing the whole making their avatars look like aliens and shit, making them stupid tall, the freaking super long arms, the fat hands, and big feet, and all this other crap. And yeah, I'm good.
Did you mess around with the Street Fighter 6 beta this past weekend?
I did. I had fun with it.
Thoughts?
And, I mean, it was honestly the same beta. At least to me, it felt more or less the same beta as a couple of months back.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in seeing what this final game is going to be like, because for right now, both Guile and Ken are good lord. Just I'm not going to say they're broken, but y'all can tweak some stuff.
I mean, they're definitely benefiting from this new system, especially with how like your resources, if you block, you lose some resources and stuff, which I'm like, shit.
Yeah. The game wants you to parry.
Yeah, I mean, which I think is fine. It's kind of like the Street Fighter 3 vibe in a way, where it's like, sure, you can block, but parrying kind of puts you in a position of like, it's an accomplished feeling. Like you parried, so it puts you on an offense to be able to do some shit, which I get. So I'm curious on how many people are really going to take advantage of that.
I mean, just think about it. You do perfect parry, startup combo, drive impact combo, like drive impact cancel combo into EX into super.
Yeah.
This is basically the Capcom equivalent to Killer Instinct.
Yeah. It seems like Capcom figured out creating a system that could benefit all the characters, so that way you're not like patching characters to hell in a way like people like they were doing in Street Fighter 5, especially like I said, the drop off from season 1 to season 2 definitely irked some folks, because it was like, damn, we had something good in season 1, and now season 2 is just like a huge 180, and people were like, what the fuck, And so now you've crafted a system in 6 where basically everybody, I won't say they're on even footing, but they're on even footing, I guess, if you can say it that way.
In a way. Chun-Li still takes a little bit of time to learn.
In what way?
She's fun as hell in the right hands, but once you mastered her gameplay, she's gonna be disgusting.
Somebody's gonna figure it out, though. I mean, look. I feel that the tournament at Evo this year for 6 is going to. It's going to be one of those things where everybody's going to be on equal footing despite the beta, and it might be a surprise winner. But after that, at that point, I think everybody, once they really dig down deep, you're going to see some changes.
I disagree. I disagree.
So you mean pretty much what happened with Street Fighter 4 and 5?
No, I'm disagreeing. I'm disagreeing.
More so 4 than 5.
I'm disagreeing, and this is why.
4 or whatever.
Hold on, let me get this off. The reason why I'm disagreeing is because thanks to the individuals who have found the beta, cracked it, and has been playing it, for the better part of the last 6 months. When they go into Evo, we're gonna know who's been playing the beta the entire time, and not just when Capcom says that you can play it.
So this is a issue, but yeah.
So no, is this a technical?
No, I agree. It's just like I don't think that's an issue, but yeah,
it is an issue.
They're going to make it obvious.
No, it's an issue because this is what led to everybody on Twitter saying, number one, thanks to the CPT, thanks to Capcom, was it Capcom Cup? This is going to be the sweatiest Street Fighter game that people are going to be playing.
It's a $2 million fucking prize pot.
That's what I'm saying. $2 million prize pot. Everybody is going to be going nuts. Everybody's going to be cheating their asses off to learn the game.
I just love that. I just love the hysteria of the. No, for me, like I understand it, but I think it's so unnecessary. Like this, holy shit, the cheaters are coming. They're going to be jumping through frames. Like I always laugh at that initial shock. Now Get it right. Yes. You're going to be seeing the people that's like, how long you been playing that beta, nigga? You're going to see a few of that, yes.
It's going to be a ton of people that's going to figure out touch of death, drive impact combos.
Okay. Yeah.
I do think
going to be a problem. I agree. I
do feel this isn't a Tekken 5 situation where Japan had like 2-year fucking head start on everybody in the US before.
I think hey, look. They did that shit on purpose. They did that shit fully on purpose.
No. You mean every Tekken since 4.
No, I'm just saying. I remember not 5, not 5, but the recent one that had Akuma in it. Like that was a Tekken 7. Yeah. 7 was the one that everybody was like, "How the fuck Japan?" And we don't have this in the US yet. Everybody was still on Tekken Tag 2 and shit. And everybody was like, "The fuck?" And then you gonna put that shit in
Evo.
They
were.
Everybody in the US is like,
Tekken Tag.
Japan had Tekken 7 in the arcade for like 2 years before anybody outside of the damn island got their chance to touch it.
Not even, and it's not even like, okay, if you live in California, you're lucky to get Tekken 7. Nah, nobody in the US had that shit.
It reminds me of back in the day when you see Tekken Tag, you saw Tekken 2, and then you saw the copyright date. You're like 1990. Wait, when did this come out? It reminds me of that same bullshit. Like, y'all had that a full year and a half over here. I don't know. Look, and leaving us Americans making videos. Why is America lagging behind Japan?
I think there is going to be. I do think there's going to be a difference with the beta and the actual Street Fighter 6.
Of course they will.
Yeah, there's going to be a difference. We're definitely going to see
I think if anything, it's going to be fundamentals of people that played through the cracked beta, as Sue said, versus people that are like getting their hands on it. And then you're going to get a bunch of people that I can say are new to Street Fighter, but are getting back into Street Fighter. They're going to be like, man, fuck this game, man. All these sweaties.
But what's the chances of them patching it right before the game comes out?
A lot, because day one patches.
I give it 50. No, I give it 50-50.
50-50.
The game
comes out. I'm talking
out.
about patching the gameplay, patching all those advantages. That's what I meant.
No, D, that's what I'm talking about, because the game drops in 2 weeks.
That's like the main game. I guarantee you, certain
you
things. Certain things. I do feel the final game is going to be a bit different. But I think the fundamentals of what people glean from the open beta will give them an advantage. So those fundamentals from the open beta that you got, it's like, oh, when I played the game proper, I could probably do certain things and just got to make adjustments for whatever changes came from, day one patch shit. Because, obviously that's what happens with games now. Since the fucking PS4, put your fucking game in, get a fucking damn 1 gig fucking patch and shit. So, yeah.
But that's what's going to cause a lot of stirring of the pot for Street Fighter 5 the game is when the game drops. Are we getting if we get a day one patch, the game drops, because we're only going to find out between now and the day before. I'm gonna say
they better not put a patch out before Evo. That's all I'm saying. Just
I will laugh so hard if they put out a patch.
Because at that point, Evo gonna be in like.
Oh, they are.
No. This is what they do. See, and I want Capcom to do this. I low key want Capcom to do this just because I'm a chaos. Bastard. No, yes, thank you, chaos. I'm an evil bastard, and I want this. The night before day one Evo. 25 gig patch just dropped.
What? 25?
Yeah.
Why is it 25?
Because it has to be something ridiculous. The bigger the gig size of a patch, the more you have to worry about.
Hey, yo. Here's me looking at my screen. I better get 3 characters out of this shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get 3 characters out of it, all right. 3 characters you gotta relearn.
You about to find out who got nerfed to be a new character.
All I'm saying is this, man. It's gonna be, and I said this offline. Street Fighter 6. It's been okay. Fighting. Look, I'm put my stamp on this. Fighting games is a bit of a tricky beast when it comes to like getting people to play, because it's not like Call of Duty or whatever, where you get home from work and you just plop down in front of the screen, turn your PlayStation on, boom, you're in the game, and right. So like you're playing fighting games, especially Street Fighter 6, you'll probably get a little bit of that in terms of like, okay, I'm going into like a lobby and I might find some of my friends and we do something casual. But like with this Capcom Pro tournament coming up, $2 million and all that stuff, I feel it's going to heighten the online play to where you're going to get a lot of casuals and be like, man, fuck this shit, man. This motherfucker whooping my ass. I'm like, it's the game, dog. Sorry. Like,
I gotta be real with you. I'm all for it for the fact that we've been doing this shit since when? 92? So, nigga, as the great Randall Savage said, the cream will always rise to the top. So I am all for DeAndre hopping on this thing, man. I used to play this joint back in the day, and then he get washed by my character who's a who's just the Street Fighter version of D with Dan's moveset, and he's mad as hell. So
no, but it's just like,
you think D ain't hold on. Eris knows me well. You think I'm not gonna make me a Sekio player? Oh, yes, the fuck I am. Here's Eris. Don't get too close to D. No, don't get too close to D because he's gonna do that bullshit. See, you got caught. See.
No, but it's like, just like in terms of just using the main cast, not your creative player, but it's just like you're going to see a lot of people that, because like I said, the system itself look like it is very welcoming for people. Like the modern controls, obviously, is something that's going to get people in. But I think people are now understanding like the modern controls. Number one, the damage output isn't going to be as much as say the classic thing, which I think is a good thing because you're using modern controls to kind of teach people the basics of the game. Because the thing about modern controls is you don't get no low punch, medium punch, and high punch. You get just the buttons and that's it. Versus classic, you get low punch, low kick, medium. You get the 6 button that we all know and love from the arcades and shit. So it's like the combo setup is different with modern compared to classic now. And like I said, damage output on classic is a bit higher than modern controls.
And it's going to be interesting because I know there are some people who have been playing classic all their life. As much as I'm like, okay, I'm not for it, I know there's guys that have been playing this game as long as we have. They're probably like, yeah, I'd rather with the modern one. Sure. I want to know how long that will be a thing. That's all I want to know.
It's going to be tournament viable.
I think it's going to be a good mix of it, but I want to know how long that lasts because I don't think that's going to be a way in tournament play. No, I don't think nobody's going to be using modern in tournament play. But that being said, though, I can easily see a few people doing that, though.
D, I got to stop you there. Daigo said he's going to do it.
What, modern?
He said he's going to do modern.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised if a few of them keep it.
Like quite a few OGs came out and said, hey, look, I messed around with the modern controls and I think I'm going to run with this.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I knew that wouldn't.
Despite the handicap?
That really
despite the slight handicap?
Listen, despite the slight handicap, Chris, Ian Malcolm has said it many times. Life finds a way, and these guys are going to find a way.
I mean, look, Daigo said
it. About Daigo. That nigga going to find a way.
I mean, to Daigo's credit, he said like the thing that he noticed about Street Fighter 6 is that it definitely rewards aggressive play, like just rush down shit. Like if you and I mean you kind of notice it, especially like when they had that whole thing with the beta where you face off against like level 9 Ryu and shit. And level 9 Ryu is just doing all sorts of stupid shit where I'm like, that's not fucking viable, but okay, computer, sure.
Oh,
sure,
man,
you can do that.
It was ridiculous what they did.
Like it's like, look, I played level 9 against the computer in CVS2. Because the computer do stupid shit at level 9 in CVS2, yes, but you can still beat it.
Yeah, till you get the Rugal. I'm sorry, I never beat that game on hardest because it went full SNK on me, and I was like, you know what? Have it. You can have it. No. It's not like I'm going to get a special ending, so it's okay.
You got to cross your fingers that you get fucking Super Akuma with this fucking shitty defense where you're like, all right, buddy, let's go.
How hyped I was when I fucked up. You know how hyped I was when I fucked up? I was like, oh my god, I got to fight shit Akuma. And I'll never forget it. Eris, Trey was right beside me. He's like, oh shit, man, what you gonna do? I'm gonna kick this nigga in the head. What you talking about? I washed that motherfucker.
Dude, folks don't understand. All it takes for Shin Akuma is if you use Sagat,
kick ruins everything with him.
Nah, bro. If you have Sagat, standing fierce punch.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That help just.
I hate, but that being said, like I said, that doesn't surprise me at all that some of the guys that's been doing this for a minute is going to look at those look at those controls and go like, okay, challenge accepted, motherfucker. I can fully see it because after playing it, nah, I'm okay. But I can easily see somebody doing it and rocking people's shit with it. You know what I mean? So I can't shit on it. That's the one thing I could give it that. Y'all changed up. Y'all did a modern control where it's different, where it's like, not for me, but I get it. Not for me, but I get it. You know what I mean?
Because considering you just get light, medium, heavy on modern, but you don't know, okay, so can I kick? How do I kick with medium kick? What's the button for me? Like, that's the only confusing thing. Because I remember when the first beta, like the beta months ago, opened up for everybody and stuff, and I played, I was like, I fucking hate these modern controls. I was like, fuck this shit. I switched over and I was like, all right, better.
There is some, look. Yeah, like for me, I need middle kick. I need middle punch. I need mid because that goes for a combo for me. So that throwing that out is like, it's not bad. You just gotta have to rework your brain and rework your strategy. That's pretty much it.
That's really all you got to do. Now, I want to point you guys' attention to this thing here. Give me a second. Here we go. All right. Note Exhibit A. So what we're looking at is the prize pool.
First is 1 million. Second 300. Yeah, they said it was basically after third, nobody gets shit.
No, Chris, give me a second. Let me rock.
It has to be because
we go down here to fourth.
Overall, I was about to say.
Fourth place gets 100,000. Fifth place 10,000. Seventh place 7,000. Ninth place 5,000. 13th 4,000. $2,000 just for competing in Capcom Cup.
That last part, you get $2,000 for competing.
But my thing is this: you probably have to reach that.
Yeah, you probably have to reach.
Hell yeah!
Stage. You have to reach a certain stage in Capcom Cup.
Hold on, you know what it is?
I guarantee you got to make it 64. You got to make it 64.
No. I'll tell you what it is. You survived out of your pools.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's what D said. Top 64. You pretty much have to hit top 64.
But
to get
I want y'all to take
anything.
No, see here's my question for you. Let's take a look at. I want y'all to look at fourth and fifth place real quick.
Mm-hmm.
How much sweatiness you think is going to be happening between these two here?
I'll tell you something.
Okay,
you're talking about a $90,000 difference.
That is such a predatory, but D's going to put I say predatory in the fact of I see what you're doing, Capcom, and as a person that have seen wrestling matches being booked and how the NBA works. Genius. That is genius.
The thing it is, it's like think about it like this, right? You go back down. So
you ain't lying, nigga. That's gonna be some sweaty ass.
Because you think about it like this, right? Competing in the Capcom Cup, it's gonna probably be like Sue said, it's like you're essentially coming out of your pool's top 64, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, you got 2,000. Now, granted, that 2,000 will probably cover your flight for wherever the fuck you flew into and your hotel. So you kind of broke either A, you broke even, or B, you might have got a little bit
going right back into your. I feel like that's going right back into mom's wallet right there. That's what I feel.
So, but you're right. The predatory nature of fifth and fourth is like, look, whoever wins fourth, it might get jumped afterwards.
I don't even think that because real talk. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, that's supposed to be the highest when it comes to the prize money. But that's a fucking gap, bro.
Second place is pretty good. It's shit. That's
what I'm saying. Those prizes for the top 4 belong there.
Fourth and up is good. Everything down, let me tell you something. I'm mad you don't even get 50 G's, my guy. Not even 50.
They said fuck your 50 G's. You get 10. You better get top 4.
You either get 100 or 10.
They were not playing
They're
around.
trying to make the next Dark Side feel, bro. They're trying to make the next Dark Side feel with this. Can you imagine that one dude who's really, really good effing up, falling in 5th place?
Now, I want people to understand something.
Cheese his whole rallying cry the rest of his life.
Now, I want people to understand something. Grassroots tourney.
As a joke.
No. Grassroots tourney. Top prize is usually the 5th place prize on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're going to Capcom Cup. They're putting $2 million in this. Now it's staked up, and it's interesting too because it brought up this whole thing of like now with the Capcom Pro Tour, they're only bringing the Capcom Pro Tour to Capcom pick tournaments, and a good chunk of grassroots organizers like, well, what the fuck? Like that's some bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's definitely bullshit.
Bro, hold on. The grassroots, they were pretty much Jesse, and Capcom looked at them on some Walter White shit that said, "Let me put it to you like this: I'm in, you're out."
And it makes me feel like, I mean, obviously Evo might be a Capcom Pro Tour thing, possibly.
Take your grassroots money, spend it in good health.
I feel like Capcom is the white lady that comes in. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. We took over. Yeah. Don't worry. We have it. We thank you. Thank you for making the poll. These are brilliant people. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. No, we'll still support and see what you did. You help us be bigger. That's important.
And the thing of it is, it's also pushing a lot of online stuff, which okay, so here's the thing.
Oh no, all of this is a pull. Every part of this is a pull, nigga.
It's online, offline, but the thing of it is, it's like what's interesting is that a lot of us that have been like, you've been in the FGC over the years since, like D said, a lot of us been playing these games since we were like elementary school, 92, 93, right? But like we cognitive understood about tournaments. I would probably say a lot of us in middle school and Tips and Tricks when they showed Battle by the Bay in the Tips and Tricks magazine. So we had an understanding of those, right?
Yeah.
So like you knew the evolution of this was going to get, especially after COVID, where online and the internet has gotten a bit better now. Netcode has gotten better. It was going to be a lot of push for online matches now versus offline.
Yeah.
And
I will also say esports had a lot to do with that, and also the fact that Madden during COVID ate. So, and they did that same type of thing where they were doing shit online. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And the thing of it is too, it's a situation of, it used to be a time where it was like, yo, if you wanted to get in on these tournaments, you had to travel the road and spend money out your pocket to do that. And that's why you saw that era of like, especially when we started at 3BG, the era of Road Warriors getting sponsors from PvP and all them, sponsors just to get to a tournament and stuff, because it's expensive to travel to different places and hope to God that you can get top 8 and all that stuff just to get what, a $10,000 prize pool, maybe $20,000 prize pool,
That was a good steak dinner for you.
Yeah, so it's like, it's a situation of now you have these opportunities for online. It's like, okay, well, they have stipulations in place where if you're going to play online, number one, you need to be hardwired. It's from my knowledge, a lot of these tournaments are set up to where you have to have like hardwired and all that stuff now. So it's just like, yeah, you knew online was going to be a thing over offline because not too many people want to travel, especially the way people's funds are nowadays. And I mean, I'm not even going to say the FGC is poverty, but let's just be real. Like, how many people really got enough money to really go to every single tournament across the United States and Canada and over in UK and all that shit
without being a influencer, part of the FGC Illuminati, or just somebody that's just got money to burn?
Yeah.
Take yourself out of those three elements. How much money are you really spending on a trip to just a tournament?
Yeah.
Just a tournament. You gotta work, dude. First of all, you got to pay for your entry to the into the tournament. Got to pay for the hotel. Got to pay for the flights. Got to pay to get around.
Yeah, hotels. It's expensive.
It's a lot to think about. But now I wanted to put this up on screen for you guys. I want y'all to check it out. This is the reason why I'm saying I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do
as far as patching this game. First of all, shout outs to Fight Element. Seriously, check this channel out. D, if you're able to see this, check out this combo. This is just God.
I'm looking at you.
Look at this.
Jesus.
That drive in.
You know what this reminds me of?
Killer Instinct.
This reminds me back in the day when I used to just stay in training mode and doing one move. Just wow, you can rush that shit like that. The,
Jesus.
84 goddamn hits.
That's insane.
I feel like that's not going to be able to be done in like 2 months.
Now, okay, now
that screams patch this shit, doesn't it?
Now, of course, that was just the training. That's just training mode.
Of course.
Now let's see what this look like on some real life shit.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think it's. That is the possibility, Eric. Okay, let's make it clear. That's the possibility.
Hey, look, shout outs to Akari and Clips. All right, let's check out this one.
I'm probably dead now.
Dare I say, do I play Gal in Street Fighter 6? Maybe.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Are they really trying to sit here and make me say, hey, Guile, become a family man like the rest of us? Is that what they're trying to say, man? Because I feel like that's what they're trying to say. You too can be a family man.
Bro, that just from those 34 hits, insane combo, and you're dead. And think about it. That was one combo off of just a raw ass counter drive impact.
Oh, by the way, Evo payout for Street Fighter V, $25,000. I mean, that's still better than 10,000 for fourth place, so that's a step up. But
this is me caring about Street Fighter V's prize pool.
No, not Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 6. My bad, shit. Why the fuck I say Street Fighter 5? No, Street Fighter 6 prize pool at Evo this year is $25,000. Top prize for first. But
Evo is lucky to have the legacy, the pedigree of being who it is as an organization, because 25 G's, somebody's gonna look at this and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and get this 25K. I'm gonna go home with it, chill, and I'm gonna use that to fund. Excuse me. I'm gonna use that 25 G's to fund my trip to that 1 million.
I mean, shit. That's still 25 G's in your damn pocket, though, to be honest.
See, me personally, I really want to main. I really want to main Cammy.
Could be good.
Because seeing the amount of crap that Cammy can do is just. Whew.
I'm going to say so far, Cammy and Chun-Li for me. So far, but I have to actually play the game and really get used to it to say who my main is. I don't like doing that shit, especially with a beta. So
Oh yeah, so this is how it applies out. So basically, what it is they're doing top 6 instead of top 8. I think we mentioned that before at Evo. So here's how it plans out. It's $25,000 prize for each game. So first gets 10,500, second 5 Gs, third 3750, fourth 2,500. Fifth, 1,750 each. So fifth and sixth, probably 1,750 each, and then you're just ass out. Which, hey, look, Which look, I'm like this. I think that does push a lot of folks to fucking do their best now because it used to be, well, I made top 8, I got some money. Now it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to fucking play your heart out.
Again, because I know how sports works, the cream will rise to the top. Seriously, like that's the only reason why you would set your goals like that is if you want the competition to be hungry like that, and that's clearly you want there to be hunger right there. But that's just go like here's the one thing, you know, Eris, you didn't mention it. Are you worried about there being like bad will or like some kind of backlash because of that? Like
What?
or
Like
some like just the
backlash
way
from
all
what?
that set up.
No, backlash from what?
Like just the way they got the tournament set up. Is there anything gonna be like, you know, it sounds like a good idea, but it's gonna be bad or anything like that?
As far as I've seen, no.
All right, doesn't want to.
No, are
Because
you
you know
talking
how
from-
people,
wait,
you know how
wait.
people bitch.
Oh wait, do you mean specifically Evo or Capcom Cup?
Capcoms.
So Capcom Cup, number one, you have to qualify. See, this isn't like Evo where you know
Anybody can throw their money into the pot and keep going.
where, hold on. I got to use my quote here from the great Warren G. You can't be any geek off the street. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Go home, dude.
Gotta be handled with. You gotta be able to handle the steel. You know what I'm saying? Earn your keep.
Yeah, you have to qualify. It's kind of like it's literally like you said. You have to qualify just to get in, and then hope to God afterwards.
Which means you got to go through a series of tournaments just to get the qualifying points to even be at Capcom Cup.
You know what? I got a feeling like when you like this is say it's you, Eris, and you go there. I have this feeling like we're going to be going to different places in the hotel, fighting different people to get to the final, the final 64, like in Lionheart or some shit. We're just going to like weird different rooms. We fight look. We have to drive outside of Las Vegas to somebody else's house. We're playing in a backyard. We're playing in a pool.
I don't even know if I could even deal with that much sweat.
I can't.
Because
Hell no, dog. Hell no.
I don't know. It's kind of weird how people use sweat as a derogatory. It's like, bruh, like, why is it we using this shit as a derogatory term? Like, if you're good, you're good. Like,
no, Chris, because sweaty is the new cool way of calling somebody a try-hard.
Try hard to me means that
you know where that comes from. You know what
It
it
is.
is.
Everybody is no. It's been universally stated that that sweaty equals try hard.
Here's the thing. I get it because I get understanding why people don't like tryhards. I'm just saying, but you want there to be the fucking competition, right? All right, then shut the fuck up.
But also to me, it's
I'm a little bit of both, guys.
No, but it's like I get it, but at the same time, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, where it's like, look, if you're playing fighting games, you go into it, go into enjoyment, but you can't sit back and be like, I wish I could become good at a fighting game, and then want a company to dumb down the game so you can feel like you can become instant good. That's not how this shit fucking works, because I'm all for putting tutorials in the game, fine, but what is it that you want these companies to do short of giving you just a button to press so you can fucking do Justin Wong combos? Like, what do you want? Like, because
I really do hate that. I really do hate that, and that shows how lazy people can be, man. Like, I understand. Like, all of us playing this shit, none of us are athletic like that. Come on, I get that shit. But even it's the same principle applies. You can't put in 0 and expect to get out 1 billion, okay? You can't put in no time on the fucking sticks and then go, why I ain't popping this combo off? This game's stupid. No, nigga, get better. Like,
Very simple. Very simply put, get better.
Get better. Like,
Do
dog,
better.
straight up.
Be better.
Like, dog, I tell this to everybody. I said this on Working Time Sports Show. I play baseball. Baseball is the main sport that tells you straight up, take a fucking L. Because I have seen people hit balls on the screws and go in the air like that's a home run. And then some little bitch ass nigga hopping in and take it out the head. Take your goddamn L, try again.
But that's the nature of society.
Like I said, I was raised on that. A lot of people don't have that mentality or that competitiveness to say, okay, fuck it, let me try again, or let me keep going at it, let me keep hammering at it. No, you want the game to be easier for you.
That's the nature
and
of
you want
society.
to call yourself a pro. That's not how that works.
And that's the nature of society. We are a society of people that can't handle taking losses.
Exactly. And I get that. Nobody likes a loser. Nobody fucking likes a loser. But you know what? People have to lose to win, man. I'm just saying, man. You're going to have to take an L before you take a W, man. You know what I mean? Like, I understand it.
That's why I equate fighting games to basketball. It's like, look, if you're going to become good at basketball, you get out on the court and fucking practice. You practice your jump shot. You practice your layup. You practice free throw.
Practice.
Like, I know y'all. Look, I know y'all. Look now. Hold on. I can't wait till the day Justin Wong say that. Y'all talking about practice? Like what? What practice? I want a few of the niggas go practice. Nah. Tell the dude that's over here sweating to get that $2,000 to practice, bro. Like, nah, man. You go in there like, and just real talk. A lot of people ain't got that. A whole lot of people in FGC ain't got that, that dog in them to win like that. I'm just being real. A lot of y'all don't really got that dog in you like that, man.
I'll say it. A lot of them say that they do on paper that they got that fight in them. Because think about it. Think about all the OGs that shitted on Street Fighter V and just wrote that game off after season 1, before season 1, season 2, season 3. Pick a season somewhere along the line, they stopped playing the game. They said the game was trash. It took them 6-7 years for people to admit that this game is trash and that they want to start fresh with Street Fighter 6. Now, at first, people were playing the beta, including the OGs. They were playing the beta. What got them back into playing this game and taking it serious? $2 million on the line.
Which I'm like, hey, bro, somebody gonna fucking be going home salty as shit, like fuck Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be something stupid.
And trust and believe. The moment that they don't even make it to the damn dance, never mind making it in the top 8. If you didn't even make it to the damn dance to qualify, they will go straight to their freaking PS5 dashboard, hit uninstall, delete the game, and never come back to it again. They will go right back into obscurity.
And then hop on fucking Twitter. Street Fighter can suck my dick. A thread.
Or be on some shit like Capcom was trying to. It's like, dog, shut the fuck up. You're trash. All right,
man. And then they try to take my money.
Play Mortal Kombat now.
They make a nigga practice, man. What the fuck is this? When I had Mortal Kombat 3 when I was 10, I ain't had to practice once.
Guaranteed that the first person to say that shit is gonna wind up on button check. Shout outs to
I'm just saying, dog. Eris, how is it possible that we are living in the year 2023 and I still got Bammers who ain't played since Killer Instinct, thinking that they could be the next big thing in fighting games? How is this still a goddamn thing, bro?
I'll tell you why it's still a thing, baby. Because because Capcom and even Namco now have decided, hey, everybody is going to be on an even playing field where we're going to release the game worldwide. So no excuses, basically. And because we changed the gameplay mechanics to where we made it more for for newcomers. Yeah, the OGs, they're going to pick up the game. They're going to try to master the game within a week. But the new school, they got plenty of, not comeback mechanics, but they got plenty of tools and resources at their disposal to where they can be damn near on equal footing with the pros. And that's what's going to piss the pros off even more. Because pros want to come in with this thing of old school mentality, pride, and hey, I worked. I worked hard for this. Like, I go in classic mode only. You coming in with modern controls. If it's in the game, bruh,
I still think that those old pros are going to still have an advantage over even people coming in.
Even if they do have an advantage, you still have there's still that chance that something can turn around. All it takes is one good perfect parry, one good drive in.
Yeah, I don't, but that's the thing. I don't really knock those kind of things. It's kind of like if I play somebody that's new to Tekken, right? look, you're gonna get around a 2 army if we play online. Fine, I don't give a fuck. Like it is what it is.
But no, Chris, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying all it takes is one good perfect parry, one good drive impact. All it takes is one of those to just completely turn the tide on everything, and you're gonna have one salty ass old school player.
No, but that's the thing. Are they really? Because most old school players be like, all right, whatever. I know what I got.
All right, Chris, give a good example. Remember in Tekken 6 when you hit the red and all of a sudden you can do the desperation, you can do a super move? Remember how many OG niggas was bitching at that shit?
When all they had to do
now
was
they
straight
do it every
block,
fucking time.
which all they had to do was just press back and you can just
Hey,
block.
Chris, that's not the point. That's not the point. You
It's
telling them
really
what the
not the
answer
point.
is not the point. What I'm trying to say is that Eris is making a good point. You will always have an aversion to something new. Everybody's going to have an aversion to something new no matter what. It's just that it's amazing how it's a fucking Ouroboros, man. It's a snake eating its own tail type of situation where we want something new. You get something new. The new thing kicks your butt. It's the same thing over and over and over again.
Think about another good example of this, Marvel Infinite.
Yeah, Marvel Infinite is another. Holy!
I want y'all to understand. I just want y'all to understand something when it came to Marvel Infinite. So first of all, back in the old Marvel games, you throw out a projectile or you try to come at me with an attack, I can literally push you away from me. First, in Marvel Infinite, you throw out a freaking projectile, I try to do a push block, guess what? It doesn't push you back or it doesn't push anything. I'm sitting there still taking it even though I blocked it. Mm-hmm. Then if you try to, I don't know, let's say I've been playing versus games for the better part of 15, 20 years. And now I'm coming up against someone who's only been playing the game for 2 days. They went into the lab for literally not even an hour, for not even an hour, more like 20 minutes. And somehow I'm eating a damn cross-up combo because they pressed the damn tag button. Your partner could come in charging with an invincible charge attack. And they can just hop right over me and beat the shit out of me. And I have to eat that whether I block it or not. Not because you're good, not because I suck, but because the game made it so.
Yeah, that's why I said it's the game system itself that got just that's what it is. That's why I was like, I think with Street Fighter 6, the game system makes it to where it's like, all right, like you said, we're on even footing. Don't fucking slack.
Yeah.
Don't be facing off against little Timmy and be like, I'm on fucking sandbag. Fuck you, Timmy. You catching these hands.
And and that was also the other thing when it came to tagging in those old games. Back in the day, you raw tag, that's a dead character.
Oh yeah.
In the new game, you can tag. Tagging is totally safe. In what universe would that ever be a thing?
Marvel vs. Capcom 1, where you keep on pressing tag, hitting somebody going out, hitting somebody going out. That's the only time that works. But do you know how easy it is to diffuse that bullshit?
Speaking of which,
I saw somebody get juggled like that. It was hilarious.
So, Harang got a Tekken 8 trailer. I'm digging his new look.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Digging the new look.
First of all, every girl that saw that trailer was calling him daddy, and it was hilarious.
Dog. All right. Angie, who is a Waron player, did not use him in Tekken 7. She saw the shit that nigga was doing in that video. She like, so we going back out again? Are you gonna bring the motorcycle around, or we go? What's up, boy? I don't fight with Warren, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna have to take a ride, my nigga.
In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's look at that trailer. I just want y'all to see the phenomenon.
Like, I was not ready. Let me be real. I was not ready for what I was going to get with Warren in this. Just real talk.
Tekken 8.
Oh, I have loved all of these announcements from Tekken and Street Fighter. I've been loving it.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8.
A little disappointing, no eye patch, but
Challenge.
Yeah, you can still get it. The rolling of the R's.
What?
Too good.
One of the best things added to this game. Freaking character-specific intros. Dude, dope.
I mean, let's be real. You know, let's be real. KO, KOF, and Street Fighter are the originators. So
I know they are, but I'm just
Efficacious to think of that.
Yeah. This is a long time coming anyway, so I was like, all right, cool. I like how when you look at high-level Tekken play, Hwoarang goes from people, at least for some people, like, he's a button masher to this motherfucker can fucking cook. High level.
Yo, shout out to Phoenix Flatner.
Oh, that's good,
정말 따분한 시합이었어.
So, yeah,
I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and ask the question. I'm gonna go ahead and ask the question. So, who invited Rain to Tekken?
I mean,
no, man, it is like this man that came up here, blasted TS.
I have to point this out here. So, Gran Turismo 7, they're starting up their World Series races and stuff, Nations Cup and the Manufacturers Cup.
Now they're gonna pay everybody this time. Oh yeah,
we'll
hold
see.
up. Because last time, real talk.
Last year, they didn't pay anybody last year.
Okay, put it this way. The tournament itself, the way it's organized, fine. It's the everything afterwards when it comes to the when it comes to the way the prizes are given out, to the opportunities given to the winners, it's questionable at best. That's the best way of saying it. And there's been a lot of like murmuring about it and all the rest of the shit. Like I said, as a tournament, it's organized very well. That's about it. But of course, again, they're gonna start it up and all that rest of the shit. They just got finished with the 25th anniversary one not too long ago.
Yeah, they're starting up the Nations Cup. I've been following Super GT during his journey. He cracked apparently the top 10 in his country, and it's basically
really Super GT actually made it in the top 10.
Top 10 in his country, UK.
Well, of course, the UK, yeah, man, but yeah,
but apparently, like it's basically
Super GT is the reason why I didn't quit on Gran Turismo 7. I'm glad I did it. So he's the reason why I stuck around.
Because when you get to August, that's where they pick the number one representative in each country. So you get like 36 competitors. So representatives from 12 countries, 36 competitors total. And then December is the World Finals, which is you get these representatives and they pretty much have like the top 3. And then you got the Manufacturers Cup, which is the same thing. And I'm like, Jesus, this is a lot. And the
Manufacturers Cup is cool because when that happens, they let everybody play the little challenges online, and that's where you could just stack on the money if you're good enough. I always place. I never get in the top. I never get in the top 4 to get the higher money. But yeah,
Gran Turismo 7, the updates since this year have been interesting because now there's damage in Gran Turismo 7 now.
It is functional damage.
Damage.
They look like now. I will say this: I admit that the PS5 there's more cosmetic damage that you can see and all the rest of that. But the gameplay has sharpened up. That's the best way of saying.
Oh yes, it has.
They have been passing the living fuck out of it, and it's actually been pretty damn good on that regard, man. So
yeah, it's been fun. Like I said, like look, I feel I'm good at time trials, but it's insane. The time trials, especially for the Nuremberg course that you have to do, and I'm like, fuck this.
When who is it? Red Bull was doing their thing last year. They had Yuki Tsunoda had did his little challenge on there, and everybody was like, bullshit, that nigga did that.
I mean, look, it's kind of like
we know he's an F1 racer. We know that technically he plays for the Red Bull Esports, but bullshit, that nigga got that time. What was it for the Spanish? It was at the Barcelona, the one at Barcelona, man. The time on that one, if you saw it, was like, okay, bullshit, that nigga got that.
I mean, because it's like the thing of it is, to me, it's always been interesting because it kind of reminds me like when you go to the arcades and you play Wong at Midnight or Initial D and you see who got the top time, and you're like, how the fuck did they do that with these cars in this game? How the hell are they doing that? And you're like, I don't know. I don't know.
Wild at Midnight is probably the only game I played, and because Eris knows this about me, it's the only game I played where I was actually fucking good at. And second of all, the one thing that got me about it was that when I saw those advanced time, those class S times, I was like, oh, you can get it. You can definitely get it. It's just, can you know what I mean? Can you do it? You know what I mean? Something like that. Whatever.
Dude, the prize pools for this GT thing, it's insane how ridiculous it is because it's almost on par with the Capcom Pro Tour shit with $2 million payouts all the way down to like $25,000, $50,000.
Gran Turismo does these things like quarterly. They do these tournaments quarterly too, yeah. It's like especially when sport was out and COVID was going on, they did a lot, and that's where a lot of the people were getting paid. At least what I read.
I mean, what can you say? We're eat sports now.
The thing that gets me is the movie that's coming out is interesting because I finally looked up the dude that's based on. He's a real racer.
Decent racer, apparently.
Yeah, and here's the thing to get me. Oh my God, you're black.
I know, right?
I know. So because when I saw Desmond Hunsu and he's like, son, you cannot do this. I'm like, oh, come on, really? I don't bet the dude in real life was, oh my God, he is black. Well, okay. So look, Eric, and real talk, I think it was reversed. I think the mom was black and the dad was white. I don't know. But anyway, either way. That's a nigga. That's like, those are cornrows. That's the first thing I say when I saw him. I'm like, those are cornrows. Yeah, so I'm like, that's a Cockney British accent that a nigga uses. You're black.
So the big game that just came out recently, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I still need to beat Breath of the Wild.
I'm gonna need all these Nintendo nerds to chill. Because these videos are hilarious.
You know what, man? So Tears of the Kingdom, the new thing is you can build, I guess, what's it, kind of like a Fortnite kind of thing where you can build vehicles to get access to certain points and stuff. People are doing crazy shit like building like the Shackle High from Metal Gear.
Yeah, I saw that.
You see the shit for where somebody built the fucking colony from Gundam and crashed the shit. Like
bullshit.
Yes, you can find it on YouTube. I fucking hollered. They built the fucking colony and it crashes and shit.
I seen plenty of dick monsters.
Plenty of dick monsters. Mature as gamers.
It's the only way you're going to get a penis in a Nintendo game is by putting a big ass log on something.
Look, so, man, what do you guys look? We talk about Nintendo. What do you guys think the next console is going to be? Because me and Eris talked about this and the fact that clearly Nintendo has never been about chasing graphical prowess and stuff. But like, how much of a graphical jump do you see it hitting for their new console in the next year or so when it comes out?
I think we will get a bit of
Unreal Engine 5 Lite.
Like, I think we do. I will say this. The next console, I think will actually. Whoa, shit! I think the next console will be a minute. It will be a minute before we get the next console, and I think it will be a good 10 years, because I think there needs to be an actual leap in graphics. You know what I mean? Because right now,
it was like a year
right now it looks amazing. The only thing that you gotta get right now is probably the processing speed and how to make these things smaller and more efficient. And that takes time to me. That takes actual R&D and time. So I think that's the main big thing at this point. How do you make these games faster, like to load up and shit like that? How you make these things, like I said, again, more efficient, more cheaper. So I think it's going to be a while. Now, that being said, I don't think it's going to be Nintendo, but I think Nintendo's going to bring out another thing, though.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be the next. It's not, and again, not going to be the next step in graphics, but it's going to be the next go. Ooh, Nintendo made it. You know what I mean? I don't know what it will be, but I guarantee it will be Nintendo.
I'm laughing though because it's like on top of that, I play. Okay, so I've been on and off streaming games and stuff. I didn't stream Jedi Survivor because I just was like, fuck, I just want to enjoy this game as is. I always sometimes feel weird that I never hit the bugs that people have. Like apparently, like Jedi Survivor came out, it was a lot of bugs, and it's like I played through the game, I didn't never hit any like bugs or any issues and stuff playing through it. So it was like, I was kind of just wondering to myself,
it is weird.
Anomaly, like X amount of people, where I just
Well,
never
Chris,
did it.
this is a good stopping point because I've been meaning to ask you this too, because this came up in us talking about Mafia 3, and I was like, I went through all this. You looked at me stupid, like, wait a minute, how did that happen to you? I'm like, nigga, you didn't get locked in the thing? I'm like, no, like, Chris, there are videos everywhere. This game is buggy as hell. So I got a question, Chris. What is technically buggy to you? And that's just a good question.
Buggy in the sense that I have to reset, like thinking that I have to reset the game or it didn't save, that kind of shit. That was the issues that people were having with Jedi Survivor, where it's like they might be in the middle of a boss battle and the boss battle will bug out and shit, and they couldn't finish it, and they had to reset the game or reset the fight and shit.
All right, I can believe that. But it happens a lot with PC games too, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, PC. That's a good like jumping off point. Past months or so, a lot of these PC ports, these new games have been shit.
Eris, I'm looking at you. That's your corner, bro. That's your corner, bro.
Overrated as fuck, but
yeah, I mean that way of thinking is overrated as fuck.
Like Last of Us, dog. I heard that PC port was.
Yeah, the PC port for no, okay, I got you. Last of Us PC port was bad. I mean, like,
it was very bad.
Wolf.
Like,
I mean, it was wolf bad.
Like the speedrunner that does Last of Us was pissed at how horrible it was until it recently
got fixed.
Yeah, it recently got fixed. Yeah.
But no, we're pretty much back to the I want to say the early 2000s again with PC games where they just come in and they're just a buggy ass mess, and you either have one or two options. Either wait for the modding community to fix the game, or get on Twitter and you storm the developers at Twitter account and just tell them, hey, fix your shit. You know?
I mean, oh god, hey, check it out. So me and Donovan, we found the last NCAA football that came out, right? Mm-hmm. And Donovan's like, Dad, can we get all the modding? I like type in the mod, like let's like type in and shit, like type in and see if we can find it. Donnie just started like, oh my god, please, son, it's a plethora. There were people like us. They would take care of us, son. And this is what Donovan said. Dad, can we put Fallout on the computer? Not on your fucking life.
People still play Fallout?
Oh man, Donovan loves Fallout, bro. And this motherfucker had the goddamn nerve. I hopped on the PlayStation to play Yakuza, right? I'm like, Donovan, yeah. Why is Fallout 76 on the computer? I just wanted to play it real quick. Like, shut the hell up, my stuff.
I mean, just,
I did all that to disappoint himself. You know the nigga don't play it no more, right?
So
that was a quick 7 hours.
I forgot all about Double Dragon.
So I wanted to
let's look at this shit, y'all. I'm sorry,
jump off to the next thing. So 3 weeks ago, this game just dropped this announcement trailer, and let's check it out. I don't know about y'all, but I'm actually interested in getting this.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
Fuck you, I'm 20. Okay.
Let's go! Can't touch me.
Take this!
Jimmy and Jimmy.
No escape!
My turn.
I'm ready.
Ah.
What's up? Three.
Jeez. Hey, a black man with the orange shoes.
Gotcha. Out of my way.
Uncle.
Got River City Ransom vibes from this. Barf. Ching, 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 ching.
Bro, get over here.
Double Dragon Gaiden. Rise of the Dragons.
See? You know what? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I will get that. I will be getting that. Definitely. It's funny because if I haven't said it on here, I'm gonna say it now. 10 out of 10 for that last Ninja Turtle game that came out. Me and my son, we played. We beat it the third time. We beat it for the third time, and guess what? We still got the same ending. We got to figure out how to get a different ending.
Oh, speaking of which, y'all seen the trailer for Metal Slug Awakening?
Yeah,
I finally seen it. That shit look fucking pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. That shit looked really good, and apparently, I think that's an actual arcade game. And I'm like, so when is it hitting consoles? Because apparently, it came out last month in China. So I'm like, so is any other territories getting this? Because look, I am a fan of playing Metal Slug, obviously with infinite lives, because I'm not a 1/4 person. That will never fucking happen in existence.
Quarter munching game.
I have never beaten a Metal Slug game.
Yeah,
never beat one.
Every time it's at MagFest, I play Metal Slug and beat it, and it's fun.
You know what? I like how you and me. I forgot what game you and me said that we beat one shmup one time. It was so funny. The way me and Chris just aced it, Eris. It's like, why did y'all play it? We was trying to stay awake.
Yeah, it was like 11:30, close to midnight, and I was like, gotta play a game. Nope, just play it.
No. We gotta wake up before we leave.
I'm like, where were y'all at? MagFest?
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Yes, we were. Yeah, shit.
And y'all
Shit,
trying to stay away.
hey, guess what? I suggest that to everybody. If you had a MagFest or an event where it's like infinite quarters, you see a shoot 'em up, play it. You know, that's what me and Angie did. We was at MagFest this year. Yeah, we sat down there. I forgot. We beat a cutie. What do you call them? A cutie one. One of the little, all them chibi girls and all the rest of that shit. I forgot.
I know what you're talking about. God,
Yeah. Cutie shooter. I think you call it a cutie shooter or something like that. But yeah,
They
we
really
beat
call
one
it
of that. That was funny.
They really call it Metal Gear Solid Delta. That's hilarious.
D.
Not even
sorry,
Three
what?
Snake Eater.
Yeah, hold on. Okay.
What is this?
No, D. All right, just watch.
I'm looking, nigga.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. Searching and I'm melting for you. What a fear.
Oh yeah, we also get the Metal Gear Solid collection too.
Yeah, they call it the Master Collection.
The Master Collection.
But you weren't on
Who's making that shit?
You what?
It's Capcom. I mean, not Capcom. It's Konami, right?
Yeah. I want to say that they are kind of taking it serious because we saw what happened with those Silent Hill trailers that they dropped on us 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
In fact, when they first showed the trailer, when this trailer first started up, I didn't know what to make of it. But then as soon as I saw the dead frog, I was like, wait, what? I was like, what the hell is going on? The moment I saw this, the moment I saw the bird, I'm like, no, that's the end's bird. And then, hold on, look right here above the right wing. That's the Shagohod.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy shnikes.
I looked over and I see the Shagohod. I'm like, this is Metal Gear. I lost my mind as soon as I saw Snake. This
you can't do that to me.
I couldn't believe it.
You can't fucking do that to me, man.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's
you can't do that shit to me, man.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the fried
you
fence,
cannot do that to me, bro.
Here's my thing. I'm at a point where it's like I don't really care.
You cannot do that to me, man.
I don't care for the Master Collection. I do want to play. I am interested in the 3 remake, but Konami's at a point to where I feel this is the only thing they really can do because just at this point.
I told that to Eris a couple of months ago. That's the Capcom's. No, I told that to both of y'all. We said it on our Metal Gear Solid podcast. I said it then. The best thing Konami can do is say, "Hey, we're gonna make our own version of it. Fuck Hideo, we'll make our own version of it." And guess what? 9 out of 10, Hideo's gonna be like, "Wait a minute, y'all don't need me? Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, thank you."
But the thing of it is, my thing is this. I feel they're just gonna take what they did in Snake Eater and just put it with a new coat of paint. And like Sue said earlier before you had jumped on, obviously there's gonna be some quality of life gameplay changes too.
It's called the Fox system.
No, that's what I said. I said this game is going to be ran through the Fox system, but in terms of gameplay, it's going to play like MGS5, but it's MGS3.
But the story and all that stuff is going to stay intact. That's why it's like, I don't think they need Kojima to come back for this shit because it's not like this ain't a Resident Evil 4 remake situation where they did some changes to the story. So it's like, oh yeah, you probably need to bring some new people in to do some revising of it and stuff. This is Metal Gear Solid 3.
That's the best you can do.
Let's also keep something else in mind. This is not the first time that Konami did this with MGS3. Remember way back. I know this is some scars. This is gonna be reopening some wounds for people. But when everybody saw that trailer for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and it was all updated. We saw the cut scenes. We saw Snake and the boss having that conversation in that clearing, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, we're getting like MGS remastered or something," and it turned out to be just a pachinko game. They took all the cut scenes from the game itself and put it into a pachinko machine. So I'm like, "Yo, they took the Fox engine and did this with it."
I mean, haven't they done that?
Finally get to see them take the same Fox engine and give us an actual game.
But haven't other games done that on pachinko machines where they took it and spruced it up like with a new engine?
See, the thing with that is, like,
you're just making video though. You're not making gameplay. You're just doing video.
That's what I'm saying. Haven't other game properties done the same thing?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They did it for Resident Evil, like with Resident Evil 1. Like they took RE1 remake, took like moments from that game, put it into a pachinko machine, and just cleaned up the cutscenes.
Yeah, I think that's why everybody thought RE1 was getting a brand new remake, and I'm like, oh, it's a pachinko machine.
No. See, but what they did with Metal Gear, this was too different. This was like
This is like you literally took the scene from the original game on PS2, threw it into the Fox engine, and made it look that damn good. We thought that this was going to be a game, but it was a pachinko game. Now here we are a decade later, and we finally get an actual game.
But part of me feels they probably did see the outcry from that pachinko shit and was like, well, shit, maybe we could do this. And I'm like,
no, they saw it, Chris. They didn't give a shit. Because remember, this was Konami. This is Konami back in the day during the days of fuck Konami.
They still are in fuck Konami. What are you talking about?
Well, no. I can't. I've been kind of backsliding that now. I don't.
When's the last time Konami put out anything that you gave a shit about?
The stuff that they've announced, all the Silent Hill stuff that's covered.
That's fuck Silent Hill. I don't give a shit about.
Okay,
Silent
see, that's you.
That's you.
That is you.
Remember, we had this conversation. That is you.
I'm just saying, they just burnt goodwill after all that shit. That's my thing.
And actually, and if anything, for real, Eric's only still there for Beat Mania.
Thank you, D. I was just about to say that. You said that you was gonna say like, what's the last thing Konami put out that gave a shit about? Easy Beat.
I should have put I should have put a fucking asterisk. Not no goddamn Bimani game. That's too easy. That's like instant. Like, oh, money. You know, it's like whatever. Fuck. Like Bimani, that's easy. That's arcade.
Hey, Chris, Ayers. Hey, check out Chris San over here saying Bimani.
First of all, you will never catch my.
First of all, Bimani don't even exist anymore.
I'm just saying, but it's just, just like you would never look. I'm not that much of a weeb where I'm over something. I call myself some Japanese name. If I do that, just kick me out the group right now. At that point.
It's not even the Japanese name. It's literally just Konami. It's literally just Konami Digital Entertainment. They housed everybody in for all the rhythm games now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, look, I'm glad they're doing something. I'm glad they're doing something because it's like, dog, there's money to be made out in these streets.
Hey, look, man.
See, here's my thing. And I've told all of you this. Like, I don't like corporations. I hate money grubbing corporations, yada, 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 yada. But no, nigga, if you're going to put out something that's on my shit, nigga, let's come to the goddamn table, nigga. Like, make your money. You know what I mean?
I can't say that shit about Konami.
Flex. That's what I'm trying to say. And damn it, you have the property. Don't sit on it.
I can't say that shit about Konami because they did put out that. No. What I'm saying is they did put out that Castlevania compilation that came out, and everybody said it was actually pretty good. So it's like, fuck.
I don't mean nothing. Fuck them.
Yeah. So
the Castlevania collection, the Contra collection.
The Contra collection's God.
The remake of not the remake, but the 4K remaster of Zona Enders 2. I know I'm by myself on that one, but fuck it, I like that game.
Yeah, isn't Zona Enders the other one that they put into the Fox engine for Pachinko? That was the one that was at the tip of my tongue, and I couldn't.
No, they did that for Castlevania.
Yeah, Castlevania.
Yeah, Castlevania.
Yeah. Look, I say this as an arcade enthusiast. I am sitting back looking at Bandai Namco like they silently announced like last month, hey, Time Crisis 6, it's coming. And I'm like, so when? Like, when Dave & Buster's is going to get it? Y'all going to fucking stealth drop that shit?
Like, so what time it come out, though? Like,
Bandai Namco, people don't understand this. Bandai Namco stealth dropped Time Crisis 5. I remember I walked straight into a Dave & Buster's. I'm like, Time Crisis 5? When the fuck did this come out? And then they DLC the shit where it was like, you only paid the first half of it, and it's like, coming soon, this. And I'm like, this come out. Like, it's just, yeah. So, Phantom Blade. Oh, yeah.
So it's not quite, so D, you weren't here for this one either. This isn't quite Neo. It's not quite Wulong, and it's not quite Bloodborne, and it for damn sure ain't Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
But tell me what you think.
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
The RZA.
Stop it.
Bobby Digital, sir.
Bobby. Let this swole don't be niggas trying to count for the business.
Run away.
Oh, shit. Oh.
It won't make any difference at the end of the day. You know better than anyone else that no one could escape.
Everyone wears a mask. You too. This is a real face.
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
Wuxia.
Only a dead person.
Sorry, Ninja Gaiden.
You made it wrong?
Going where? This damned place. You're suicidal.
This just feels very like Ninja Gaiden's spiritual successor.
We're all done.
Patience is the key, Master. Time is not on his side. All we have to do is wait. Yes. Let's kill him with time.
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
Get my heart back.
Like I said, it feels like Ninja Gaiden's spiritual successor.
Like who developed this? Who made it?
This is a completely different, like brand new company. Who is this?
It's Chinese.
Well, it's definitely a Chinese martial arts steampunk game. Phantom Blade Zero. I'll tell you in just a second.
All of that looked very good.
Yeah, it's basically another Soulsborne type of game.
Mm-hmm.
Phantom Blade Zero. Give me the company name.
But
because I saw that logo in the beginning, I was like, I don't know who that is or what that is. You know what I mean?
I have no idea who you are. So what is
like, who is this? And the first thing that came to my mind, because I've been seeing footage of games over there being developed by their own people, you know, different companies in China, you know, different developers in China. I'm thinking like, one of these motherfuckers is going to break out, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm feeling like one of those studios are actually going to break out. Sony is going to see them, maybe Microsoft seeing them, like shit. You know what I mean?
Because this did start out as an indie game.
That makes sense.
Wow.
Yep. It started out as an indie game. Yeah. Okay. D, this is actually from S Game, Chinese developer.
Told you.
Yep.
Told you.
There you go.
Like I said, I gotta get that clip. I have to get that clip off American Dad of Roger going, the goddamn Chinese are taking over this planet. Might as well get used to it.
So it says right here, the journey began with Rainblood: Town of Death, an indie game that was made back in 2010, and basically, so like the guy who started this said when he returned to China, he founded his own development studio, S Game, and Rainblood grew into a franchise that would later become Phantom Blade. Most of these titles were for smartphones and were never released outside of China, but we managed to build a fan base of over 20 million players, and this is what allowed him to release Phantom Blade Zero, the spiritual rebirth of the original Rainblood game.
Wow. Impressed. Impressed.
And of course, this should sound very familiar. From Louis Shaw's Wuxia Stories and Bruce Lee films to Michelle Yeoh and Everything Everywhere and All at Once and Donnie Yen and John Wick 4, Phantom Blade draws on a wide range of martial arts icons, but with a twist of its own. So this is basically Kung Fu Punk, as he calls it.
Yeah, and see, here's the thing. It was kind of funny what everybody was talking about, not just in media in general, when it came to how action movies is. You remember how when Marvel was at the top at its peak in the late 2010s, and people was like, do y'all see what Bollywood's doing? And we look at Bollywood and it just shits or whatever a Marvel movie would ever fucking do. And it feels like if the veil was down and these movies could be available everywhere, you know what I mean? If certain things can be done, you know what I'm saying? I understand that, and let's just be real. And I'm not going to get into it, but let's just be real. Politics plays into it. Economies plays into it. You know, a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit plays into it, and that's why, we don't get some of these games that are developed in different countries and all that playing in here in America, and we just shit on, oh man, that's a stupid Chinese game. Nigga, there's 1 billion people in China. Shut up. So
nigga said that's a stupid Chinese.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There has to, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that there has to be some type of competition outside of America. There has to be some developers that are probably washing Japanese and American, and developers, you know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying.
So get this, the authentic action by Mr. Kenji Tanigaki, who's an action director. And this is having a decade of mobile development under our belts. We've learned to simplify control inputs for touchscreens, giving players ways to execute elaborate moves without mindlessly button mashing. And so we've taken these lessons and applied them to action gameplay with a controller. So I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of which, so PlayStation 5 is bringing back remote play with this new handheld that they got going on. And I'm laughing because, so I don't think, Sue, when I asked you, I heard what you said. Did you ever mess around with the remote play for PS3? 4 instances?
4 times in my life.
Okay, I always
with my Vita.
I always used it because when I started playing, when I downloaded a lot of the PlayStation Classic games like Final Fantasy VII, I was playing like Final Fantasy VII on remote play with my PSP because I'll be at school with the Wi-Fi and I'll use that to boot the PlayStation 3 and then boom, do that and a lot of that. So it was very useful in those instances for it. So they're doing this for the PlayStation 5.
So AD, so if you're here, check this out. It's called Project Q.
For joining us today. Before we get into our final game, I have a few announcements to share. PlayStation, innovation is our passion. And that applies to not just what games you play, but how you play them. Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi. Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch HD screen and all of the buttons and features of the DualSense wireless controller. We look forward to sharing more information in the near future.
Cloud-based gaming.
I'm also pleased to reveal our first ever PlayStation earbuds,
which
will bring next generation audio immersion to PS5 and PC. They simultaneously connect to smartphones via Bluetooth. New wireless technology will deliver lossless audio with low latency, giving you outstanding sound quality while you're playing. Look out for more details soon.
I mean, yeah,
It's actually kind of dope.
It's basically cloud-based gaming, essentially, which I think it's interesting. But like I said, if they're doing this as a remote play option, it's definitely nice to have in a way on the go. Essentially, I really feel much like the PS3 remote play is going to probably be game dependent. Essentially, I don't think it's going to probably be across the board every game.
I just know
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Basically, you just got to have the games installed on your system in order to play it. Like this isn't something that, unlike the PSP, this isn't necessarily a nut that you could take outside.
Nah, that is
because my question is, what the hell is the battery life on this damn thing?
So, okay, let's summarize it with this. So, the battery life on the PSP was pretty decent. It was pretty good, depending on what game you were playing.
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, I say it was decent, depending on what game you were playing. If you were playing a game that wasn't necessarily like hogging your processing power, you were fine. But if you were playing like a very labor-intensive game, like Juby and all that shit, oh, your battery life is done. I played the shit out of Juby on the PSP, and that shit fucking ate my battery for lunch, like straight up. Like that's how much. Yeah, it was intense. So I have to imagine something like that. Maybe 2 hours max.
Ugh.
Think about it. You trying to play God of War on that shit. Are you really gonna be able to play all 10 hours of it? Fuck no.
No, no, Chris. See, this is gonna be a damn shame. When I can get more out of the Steam, like out of the freaking Steam Deck. If I can play God of War on the Steam Deck longer than on Project Q, that's a problem. That's a problem. So Sony, get this right, please, before you decide to drop this in people's hands. Also, how much is this damn thing going to cost? 8-inch screen?
How much was the PS Vita?
That was like what? Around 200? Hold on.
I'm going to say...
Wait, Google to the rescue.
If I were to wager...
You said the PS Vita, right?
Yeah, brand new. Brand new.
PS Vita, when this thing dropped, was price tag. Ooh, okay. This thing was 200. Yeah, it was 250.
If I were to wager a guess on this new one, the Project Q,
300.
350.
All right. Nice round numbers. Either 300 or 350.
350. 350 for sure.
Because it's really nothing more than just a remote. It's just a mirroring system. Cloud-based mirroring. When you think think about it. You have to have the games installed on the console in order for you to play it on this thing. This isn't like, you're walking around and, I can just play it or I can just do the download from this device. It's already got to be on the console, so you do everything.
You have to actually own it.
That's what I'm saying. You got to already have the game on the console in order to play it. So that's going to be... it sounds limiting when you think about it. That's why I want to know what the battery life is going to be. What's the latency going to be? Like, I got so many questions.
You know what? Because it's Sony and they're ballsy, I'm going to say 400. They would do some shit like that.
Dude,
they would do some shit like that.
Dude, that's the price of a damn digital-only PS5. I'm saying 300 because there's nothing else to it. There's no disc for you to put in. I mean,
worst case. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying you can't. It's not like you can. This isn't like a PS Vita where it has its own games that you can play. This is just a separate device with the controllers built in, it's basically a cloud gaming device. It's a glorified tablet with controllers.
Or it might be the price of the Switch that isn't docked, that you don't have the docking with. It's just the Switch itself.
Oh, you mean the Switch Lite?
Yeah, I can see it.
So then that's $250.
So I can probably see $250 if that's the case. The only reason why, because I was thinking it was going to be along the lines like the Steam Deck, right? That's how I was thinking.
Yeah, where if you can operate everything independently from the PS5, from just this one device where you don't need to necessarily be on the PS5, I could see that.
It gives Steam Deck vibes.
It does, but I believe that this gives more limiting vibes because it didn't say that, this particular device, has storage. There was no storage options. There was nothing. It's just literally a mirroring device.
Yeah. So we'll see.
It's like, you know what? It's like the NVIDIA Shield. Take the NVIDIA Shield where all you do is you just stream your games from NVIDIA or Steam, and it just streams through that device. You can play it anywhere.
That could work.
Doesn't have any storage, doesn't have anything on it. You have to have that stuff set someplace else in order for you to use it.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, I think that's it for pressing buttons. We definitely did hit a lot, unless we miss anything.
I mean, outside of all the indie stuff that showed up, which was like artsy trailer and no gameplay. Look, I'm calling it what it is. I mean, don't disrespect. I'm just calling it.
Now, some of them did. Like I said, the one that looked like Zelda, Link to the Past ish and stuff, Link Between Two Worlds. That one actually looked really good. I forgot the name of that one, but
the cats of the Peruvian. I wouldn't mind trying that out. That other game though, the one that you were talking about, where it feels like Castle Crashers, but like we're going through like different types of graphics.
It's like real world, and then it goes.
It's like real world, 2D flat.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're on some Minecraft looking stuff. And speaking of Minecraft, there was that other game that had Minecraft real world.
Fortnite Minecraft edition.
Fortnite Minecraft.
I mean, look, I can give praises to a lot of these indie games. I'll probably play it at some point because that's how I got into Hotline Miami. That was an indie game that blew up and shit. So I'll probably end up playing those games eventually and stuff. So, I mean, let's be real. Indie games are the backbone of giving people reasons to own a console or even own Steam, because, hey, sometimes you want to play a game that's not a big blockbuster game. That's just
very true.
Just is what it is and stuff, because sometimes you get a Steam sale and you're like, oh, hey, what's this game? I think I'll get that game, and
like
it
makes you think of what was that game? Remember that game that came out on PS3 and it actually had a sequel? Remember Shank?
Yeah.
That game is hard as hell when you try to play it. Because if you die, it puts you way back at the beginning of the freaking stage.
Yep. And yeah. So like I said, I think that's ever pressing buttons. Definitely
one quick question. What did you think of Fair Game? Like, was it Fair Game? No, Helldivers. What did you think of Helldivers 2?
It looks interesting. I was curious on it, but like I said, a lot of those ones is like, maybe I'll play it.
Yeah. So we also got Ghost Runner 2.
A lot of these like there was a first one,
Sword of the Sea, Talos Principle 2. Neva, Cat Quest. That's the one I wouldn't mind trying. I want to play Cat Quest. I can't help it. It looks good. That was the game. Plucky Squire. Plucky Squire mixes 2D and 3D. That one looks fun. And I'm glad it is. I'm glad it's also coming to it's coming to PC. So that's good. Teardown. That was the other one. The the Minecraft. You kind of like the Minecraft Fortnite.
That's all it is.
Called Teardown. Looks good.
Yeah. I mean, see how that rolls. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely going to once Street Fighter 6 goes full swing. Definitely gonna be streaming that game. Like I said, we're pretty much coming up on the summer of fighting game tournaments, grassroots and majors, and like I said, with Capcom Pro Tour going to probably come in full swing online and stuff. Definitely going to be interesting watching these tournaments and seeing the develop. I think the grassroots tournaments leading into Evo is going to tell the tale of where everybody's going to really be at more than anything with that game.
And like I said, we're going to see where all this lands, because again, still holding out for that 1 day 25 gig patch the day before Evo just dropped.
You know,
patch notes attached. Everybody either got nerfed or they changed so much crap.
I mean, yeah. It's so, like I said, I don't put it this way. I feel we probably won't get a patch till after Evo, personally, because I think that's where Capcom's going to be like, all right, it's going to be okay, what character won Street Fighter 6 at Evo? Nerf that bitch, or whoever the fuck it is, nerf them.
Or no, I would like to say that new Capcom will probably do this. They will look at who won Evo. Okay, what was like the most used
character?
Like not even character. What was the most used move of said character? Or like, or like what situation like gave the most advantage to that character? And how many times has that situation been used? Okay. Like, all right, bet. Here's what we do. Take all the other characters. Like how many characters struggled against that situation where there was like a 0 out of 10 like chance of them getting around that. Cool. Let's go in there. Let's fix it. Let's take these characters that struggle against that and let's give them some options.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when you look at, remember Street Fighter 5 first came out and tournament at Evo, it was a good chunk of people using Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie, Armika,
Mika. Like
Armika.
Like Charlie, Mika,
some gal.
Season 1, Ryu,
Ken. But a lot of Charlies and certain things like the disappearing thing, not the super, teleport. But like when he teleport, the flash kick and all that stuff. And then after Evo, you notice Capcom patched it, and it's like Charlie was still good, but obviously they kind of nerfed certain aspects of his character, and it's like, oh.
They cut it. I'll tell you what they did. They cut his legs off.
Yeah, I mean, he was viable, but it's like you had to work hard for that fucking win compared to – it's not to say he was easy before, but it was basically like you basically made it hard for people to get that win with Charlie like they could before.
Like I said, they cut his legs off.
Yeah, so it's you hope that Capcom – and I think a lot of that had to do with stop listening to people, right? Like, oh my God, Charlie's so broken. All right, cut his legs off. And it's like, why don't you just beef up other characters to defend against those other characters? So that way it's at least like you're never going to create the perfectly balanced game, but you want to at least be a sort of 6-4 matchup where you have a chance.
Because if you try to make, that's the problem. If you take the impossible task of making the perfect fighting game, you're going to make the game boring. It's like imagine.
I don't know if it's boring. You're kind of putting it on the players themselves.
It's boring. I'm talking about a game that has flashy shit like Street Fighter. If everybody is like perfectly balanced and on the same equal playing field, the game becomes boring. And what makes it?
I'm saying boring in what way?
I'm saying boring in like boring as in there's no. I want to say there's like no excitement. Like this character, like either one is guaranteed to beat either character. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to taking somebody that has like, I want to say, not even 6'4", more like, I would say more like 8-2. Like you take like an 8-2 matchup, and somehow the 2 manages to squeak out a damn victory.
That's
stuff like that. You know, stuff like that where it just completely turned the tide and they were able to win. If everybody is 50-50, you know, it's
in a perfect world you want that, but it's like it's very hard.
You want that until you get it. And then when you get it, you don't like it.
Yeah, which
it's like imagine the versus games without and none of the glitches exist.
I still think you have a fun game, but it's I don't know. It's weird because it's like, but to me, it's like CVS2, right? A lot of those characters are viable, but it's like unless you're really good at the game, then yeah, you can play as Kyosuke and do something. But like for the most part, it's like
that were busted.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like when you get to like certain things where if you use an A groove, who is everybody using A groove? Vega, Sakura, Bison, anyone
that's got a custom, anyone that has like a viable custom combo, you're basically gonna go ham with.
That's gonna do good damage and stuff. Like in groove, who do we use? Fucking Iori. Iori is a fucking beast in groove. You know, C groove, Ryu, fucking beast. Sagat in fucking K groove is a machine.
K groove Sagat is a nightmare. Blanca with his super long reaching, crouching, fierce.
I mean, so it's yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, Blanca, I forgot him. But like for the most part, it's like basic. I think with Street Fighter 6, you just want to make sure that if you do after Evo and you really get an assessment of what was working and what isn't, you don't cripple your game. Because obviously, yes, you're gonna ignore people are gonna bitch regardless of what you do. So let's get that out the way right now. But like you want to at least make it to where it's like, all right, if we're patching this game, like you said, how about we just upgrade certain moves for characters so that they at least are better prepared against that character's strengths?
Yes, that's what you
basically
do. You take a look at who was the most used character, the most used character in that tournament, and then from there, take a look at all the advantages that character had over the rest of the cast. Then what you do is you isolate the situation that made them have the advantage, and then you focus your other characters into giving them options that can get around said advantage.
Yeah. So, yeah, but like I said, I'm excited to see how Street Fighter 6 goes, and just, you know, like I said, we're in the summer. I mean, fuck, we're going to be going to San Diego, so I'm pretty sure Street Fighter 6 is going to be in some sort of presentation mode at San Diego.
I believe they'll have something. If they don't, if they don't show off Monster Hunter and Street Fighter 6 again, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have Street Fighter 6 there. But I don't think they're gonna have Monster Hunter again this year. I think they might have. It's gonna be what game? Something that's already not only in development, but something that's like damn near ready to go. They're gonna have that there along with Street Fighter 6.
I hope Tekken 8 is there.
Tekken 8 being at San Diego Comic-Con would be the dream.
Nice.
It would be the dream.
I mean, Bandai Namco does come to San Diego.
They do, but it's mostly,
sometimes we'll have demos. Sometimes
no, it's mostly for anime shit. But
hey, look, if Harada rolls up in there and was like, "Hey, we're showcasing the demo exclusively at San Diego," shit.
Put it this way: if we make the same thing happen that we made happen last year when we got to the dealer's room at a certain time, not going to say when, but when we got to the dealer's room at a certain time, if we happen to do that same thing again this year, we walk through the Namco booth, and if we see Michael Murray, it's a wrap.
There you go.
Hold on. I'll go for second place and say if we see if we see Markman.
Yeah. So
we see Markman, I'm like, what are y'all doing? What are you doing? What's the announcement?
And granted,
what's the game?
Granted, we know Tekken 8 is still far out from its release, so at most you're going to get a demo of whatever characters are available if it's playable in some way, shape, or form. Anyway, so
I'm gonna throw out my I'm gonna say my release date for Tekken 8 this time next year.
Probably.
I'm gonna say late spring, early summer of this year.
Or, after summer.
You think it's gonna come the fall of like
Yeah.
first week of September or something.
Because I mean, my thing is this: it's like if they're going worldwide with this, so it isn't going to be Japan only and then stuff. So they're going worldwide with this. Obviously, it's one of those things where do you time it before Evo? That's the other aspect of it because Namco has a relationship with Evo and these kind of things, and so it's like, do you time it kind of like Street Fighter 6, where it's like you put it out a few months before Evo, and then boom, it's at Evo, or do you do it after Evo? You know,
Come to think, no, I think Namco's priority or Tekken's priority for that matter is them dropping the game, them releasing the game would have to be anytime after the King of Iron Fist tournament. So this year is supposed to be the last King of Iron Fist tournament for Tekken 7. After that is anybody's game of when they decide to drop Tekken 8.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. So
yes, that was the PlayStation Showcase. We first of all, I want to say I appreciate everybody that tuned in and stuck with us for the better part of the last 3.5 hours. This was a long pressing buttons, but hey, we had stuff to talk about and we had some exciting stuff to show off. So we will definitely see you guys on the next episode of Pressing Buttons.
Peace out, y'all. Now time for me.